Hello, good evening, and welcome to Natural One. I'm your GM tonight, Bo Christian Williams, and I'm joined by some marvelous people what? It's not Natural One. Um, but my calendar said it's Monday, so it's Natural One. I'm wearing the hat, I'm wearing the vest. I am Bo Christian Williams. I spent 3 weeks growing this beard out. Like, do you see how much work it's been put in? Okay, no, I get it. Okay, I'll do what you want. All right, it's just gonna throw some notes out. Let's see. Return to Akupara Part 6. Nope. Mr. Pound Cake One Shot, where all the players play as cats. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Sen and Mayhem fanfic. I will keep that for later. And ooh, yes, welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak, where I'm still trying to figure out different ways to actually start this show. It's my quest, but until then, I will bring the chaos. But there was one bit of truth in that bit that was a bit too long. I am joined by some marvelous people. Look at them. They're on the screen with you. And as I casually strip down, because it's too fucking hot, and do this for one 2-minute bit. Let's see, what do we got? We have Birds of Paradise. We have the Birds of Paradise. They are a dice set making company. They make birds themed dices, and that's pretty cool. Tiana's gonna show one right there. Look at that magpie. It's black, it's white, it's teal. It's the magpie dice from Birds of Paradise.
Not quite right yet, but Andrea did get a whole bunch of, did get new samples in, and she's very happy with them. I got to see the pictures. They're gorgeous. I'm excited for them.
Excellent. Our other piece is Nord Games. Nord Games, they do the supplemental, all the jazz. They give you the books, they give you the decks. We're playing with the luck decks tonight. They roll a natural 20. They get a card advantageous to them. I don't roll anything. If they roll a natural 1, I get something advantageous to me. So yeah, Nord Games, they give you the supplemental stuff. And if you think about Birds of Paradise, you get Nord Games, and you think about, oh right, James has been saying this for the past 3 episodes, now the 4th episode. We're doing a massive $200 giveaway at the end of September. I believe it is October 1st, actually. So at the very start of October, which will be in 24 days. So do the exclamation point giveaway. They will say everything I just said, but a bit better and a bit faster. Probably not as fast, but better. Let's see. There's that. We have our Patreon. And if you're wondering different ways to help us out on this channel, there you can subscribe, which, by the way, it is September, where you can get a discount, and depending on how long you subscribe for, it's the bigger the discount. You pay less, we still get the same, but that helps us out some. Next is doing the Patreon. If you do the Patreon, you help us directly, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Again, we don't have exactly any content at the moment to give you, but if you have some suggestions of being a Patreon to us, let us know, and we will make that for you. And then, of course, top tier, if you want to subscribe, if you want to help us directly, you can buy some merch. Get your bang for your buck, and you get a physical thing that's quest and chaosy. So yeah, take a look at that. And lastly, folks, we're kind of a small operation here, and I know you guys have some of your favorite moments that when you're watching it on the show, you're like, damn, I wish I could find that again without having to see all the other 2 hours of stuff. Well, let me tell you how you can do that. I believe in the interface bar, you can do the section out clips, basically. So if you see a highlight, you're like, wow, that was badass. Wow, that was funny. Wow, I don't know what just happened, but I want to clip that. You can do that. We will download it, and then we'll do a little compilation of it all. So that way you can see the highlights, the lowlights, the watershed moments, as a other YouTuber likes to say. We're not on YouTube right now, we're on Twitch. But yeah, this will eventually end up on YouTube.
Eventually.
Eventually.
I can't wait for the clip of you set to some Magic Mike music from earlier. Just like a 5-second clip of, I'm gonna, and then it'll start playing Pony. It'll be great.
Pony, get on.
There we go.
Get creative, why not?
Yeah, drop those things. Do the TikTok, I don't know. Is that still being watched by China? Who knows? I mean, I'm part Chinese. It's fine. It's fine. You're endorsed. Go ahead and have fun. Let's see. I believe that's everything. Birds of Paradise giveaway, Nord Games, clip of shows, Patreon, dumb bit. Cool. Unless anyone else has anything to drop. Excellent. And now we're going to do a quick recap of last episode that will get us into this episode of Dragon of Icespire Peak. And at last episode, after assisting Dazzlin and Norbus in clearing out their excavation site, the party headed west to accomplish their second task, given by Town Master of Phlandin, Harbin Weston. They were to meet the gnomes of Gnomengarde and retrieve items that may be useful should the dragon attack again. Along the way, Inqua noticed a small dirt patch laden with holes along the road. Presuming he had found some lunch, he and Tim made their way over to find a meerkat mob. Finding them too cute to eat, Inqua used a bit of magic and some sugar cubes to ask where they might find some food. With the meerkat's directions to head into the mountains, he and Tim headed in, only to come short, unfortunately, before returning to the group. They continued westward to find a large alcove in the cliffside, with its carver a resplendent waterfall emitting a fine mist. There, they found Nyx, a gnome who ran a carnival game at the High Harvest Tide Festival, who happily showed them the way into Gnomengarde, a tunneling warren embedded into the cliffside. The party was eventually led to the head inventors of Gnomengarde, Fibblefib and Dabbledog, not before setting and thwarting numerous traps and invention-testing gnomes. Fibblefib relayed that Gnomengarde was also suffering from its own woes, with one of their queens seemingly driven mad out of nowhere. With an offering of some of their inventions, the party made their way to the queen's chamber to find it locked. With a gentle knock, Lorilla, Queen of Gnomengarde, responded, telling them that her wife, Roywyn, was attacked in the middle of the night by a carpet a 10-day ago. Unable to open the door or get Lorilla out, largely due to being glued to a chair, our adventurers rendezvoused with Nyx, where they also learned that her brother, Orin, and a fellow gnome, Erky, had not been seen since her return from Phlandin. Deciding dinner was the best place to gather their thoughts, they made their way through winding tunnels of Gnomengarde to piece together the mysteries over a hot meal. And as you were promptly led over by Nyx to the dining area, she makes you go through a few tunnels and makes a quick left, and you find this cozy area. For gnomes would be quite large. For people of your stature, it is a bit on the cozier side, but it's got some long tables with small stools. Inqua would probably have a interesting time trying to sit in them, but the table is only about, a foot and a half tall. So it's very much you could sit on the ground kind of deal. And you see a few other gnomes who are sitting there, and that crystal light from the interior that you've seen, it reflects what's closer to the queen's chambers. A bit nice orange, gives a gentle glow, with some of the lichen giving off a more phosphorescent teal color at the base of the rocks on the ground. Nyx shows you, and it's like, yeah, well, I'll get some food, and I'll meet you guys right back in here.
Okay.
All right. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Tim, Nick. I totally forgot about the bits. Always so on a roll. I forgot about the bits, y'all.
We're gonna need that inspiration, so.
Yeah, we are.
It's all about the bits.
Oh, and by the way, y'all, unless they spend it all, the boy Book of Inspiration is at 24. If they at least carry one over, there will be a giveaway tomorrow. So check that out. Anyway, bits. The Hefner gave 1,000 of his bits to me for taking it off. So I get 1,000 bits, and then the Hefner also gives 1,000 bits to the players because they had to sit through James taking it off.
I have no objections. I don't know what you're on about.
Excellent.
And lastly, Slidey we know you're in there. You're watching. You're hearing. Thank you for 1,000 bits to the players.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ed. All right. So yeah, there are a few gnomes on the far side, some a bit closer to the door, and they notice non-gnomes walking in. They give you an eye, and a few of them wave, give a smile, and you guys find some seating arrangement that is comfortable for you all. And everyone does notice one gnome. Very much after seeing who came in, staring at Winley, eyes very wide.
You guys, do you see? I think they're looking at me, and could it be some of my followers?
And you can tell, based on comparison, you look at Winley, you look at this gnome, it's almost like a mini version of Winley.
No.
And she's just staring.
And Winley's gonna walk over to the gnome. Hi there. Would you say that you might LaRouve it?
I told you it was her. I told you it was her.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Carabin. Oh my god. Okay. Just breathe. My cousin over in the Daylands just told me so much about you. It is Winley Glory Ball.
That's me. And you know what? I could tell you were a follower of Unicorn Beauty because your skin looks fantastic.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. Okay. Oh gosh. 1 second. I will be right back. And she like runs out, sprinting.
Yeah. And Winley's like hopping. Guys, we found a fan.
What did you say to them? They took off.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, sometimes fans get a little nervous and they can only stand to be around me so long.
Oh, yeah. No, I understand.
I'm just over here like face palming. Okay.
And Winley just like has a sudden glow.
Of course.
Finally, someone has recognized her.
And after a few moments coming back through the doorway, you see Nyx very aptly holding about 6 plates along shoulders and hands. And you can tell that these are a bit on the smaller side for plates, but she piled them high for you. And she's able to like slink it over, and you guys see on this dish, you see that familiar green bread that she had when you first met her, as well as a slab of some plant matter covered in gravy, as well as like a lichen salad that's lightly glowing.
Oh, well, before we get into this repast, I should give everybody a little tune.
Oh, please, yes.
So just a little, just to get us started. So I just say, ooh, islands in the stream, don't know what they are. They had mushroom large, gnomes make bread with them. Oh, yeah, yum. There you go.
Oh, that was great, Argent. Yes.
Yes.
Other gnomes around are also clapping, and then they're like, yeah, these people are pretty cool, and they continue to eat, and their eyes are very much like, these visitors are interesting.
Interesting might be the kindest word I've heard for us yet.
Also, just a quick thing, Duke Fleeg, 1,000 bits to the players.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sitting cross-legged in front of this like low table eating because I'm not even gonna try on a stool. I'm bent over and double.
Not to spoil the mood or anything, but are we sitting on a rug?
There is no rug. It is
Okay.
a smooth hewn floor. Not that the rocks were placed, but like it's one solid piece that's been carved out.
Is Nick still with us, or did Nick leave?
Nix did leave
Oh.
for a moment.
I wonder what's in these mushrooms. They look so intriguing. Starts picking at them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I start eating around the glowing parts.
And you find that the slab covered in gravy, it's got that mushroomy, earthy kind of taste, but it also has a bit of a, I wouldn't say funk, but a sophistication to it. It's slightly bitter, but also sweet, along with the earthy kind of meatiness that naturally comes with mushrooms. And as you eat the salad, you notice it's almost kale-like, but with a bit more bite to it. Almost like a seaweed.
Interesting.
Much more texture and firmness.
Now, are we seeing other people around us with the same food, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
you see other gnomes with similar plates.
Oh,
I'm a bit smaller size.
Yeah.
And at that point, Nyx is coming in with now like 6 cups. Drops it around to all of you. Now, I can see you all have added some of our fantastic mushrooms, and here's a little bit more.
Now, Nyx, are these the mushrooms that do the fancy thing with your hair moment, or?
No, the mushrooms aren't exactly what makes the magic happen. It just happens to be part of it. I would say it's more of a byproduct.
Nice.
And I'll pick up the cup and like smell it, swirl it around because I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and it's got that slight. It's got an earthy smell to it. It's slightly bitter on the nose, just a little bit, but also has a mild, I wouldn't say fruit, but there's a sweet scent to it.
All right, I'll take a sip of it.
It is wine.
Fermentation.
Winley, who is usually very careful about watching what she eats and picky at her food, is just so giddy that she is scarfing things out. I told you half my followers are gnomes.
I'm delighted that you've run into one of them here.
Where did they go? Are they coming back? They seemed very excited to see you.
Oh, who did you say?
Oh, she was a wee one. Oh, I forgot her name. I was just so excited that someone recognized me.
Yeah, just describe her a bit, I guess.
Oh, she said her cousin was in the Dalelands, where I'm from.
Oh yeah, there was Carabin. Oh shit! And you see the lines cross, and it's like, oh, I see the similarities. Oh, didn't know you were that popular, but I can see your dress, changes. Trendsetter.
You're welcome.
Yeah, how do you guys like the food? Is it up to your common folk standards?
Yes, I would say that it is very filling and tasty. Thank you.
Yeah. Our cooks, they really work hard. They're all very much into the perfection of it all, trying to make the best that they possibly can.
It is absolutely delicious. You are excellent hosts.
We do try and make it.
Oh no, just fantastic.
Yeah,
yeah.
Quite good. Yeah, same.
My mother always said, if you're speaking with a mouthful, it means it's a good meal. Or you're trying to hide the fact that you're shoving it in your mouth. But, whatever. Glad y'all enjoying it. Anyway, yeah, so, guys helping out here?
That's
What?
the idea.
Oh, are you helping out here?
I I think we're
Looking around.
curious, Nix, if you could think of anywhere else your brother would have gone.
I mean, not really. He's like usually if he's not on a walk, he's usually at the workshop or sleeping. I mean, we gnomes, we really do get into our work sometimes, and then we go for a walk, clear our head, sit around the common area. But,
Where does he go for walks? Is there a place he always goes, or is it random?
Oh no, we usually find our way to the top of the waterfall, like to see the mist spraying up. Yeah.
Well,
Again, he rarely ever leaves his wrench around. He always tries to. It's like when you hold like a piece of wood and you just always toil in it. He kind of does that.
Well, after we finish eating, you can take us to his workshop and then walk us through where he would go.
Oh, you would have been. It's a common work area. We all kind of use the same area where Fibblestib and Devilldog would be.
It's a good starting point, right?
Yeah. We can start there. Yeah. Okay.
You make sure we don't get arrow shot at us this time.
Arrow shot at you.
Well, they were bolts, but yeah.
Oh.
Equally as sharp.
Right, Fectore. She's an interesting one.
Definitely.
Very enthusiastic, that one.
As I said, some gnomes really like their work. Isn't that true, everybody? And then they're all like, yeah. Yeah, she's one to really, really like her work. Often find her, passed out in her, like, inventions. Though she did make a really cool one. Do you guys want to see it before we, you guys finish up and then we'll, continue looking at things?
Yes.
Yeah.
And before it gets too late, maybe we should also go to the top of the waterfall just to see what's up there.
Oh, yeah. Actually, darkness, I understand, but also it's like some lichen, some mushrooms also found their way up there and give it a nice glow at now.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
Ooh, that might be perfect.
So,
I'll like use the last bit of the slab of a vegetable matter to mop up the last of the gravy and pop it in my mouth.
there we go. That's the right way to get onto it. All right. Looks like you all
I'm all about that
Ready.
bread. All about that bread.
got their bread ready to go. All right. Show you a quick thing. We go to the workshop again. Make sure Fectore doesn't shoot you, and let's get to it.
Let's go.
Let's do
Right.
this.
She leads you out and just takes you through a couple of the hallways. Again, everybody except for Winley having to do kind of like a little hunched duck kind of deal.
Yeah.
Leads you into a room real quick, and you see a small-ish room, but what you see are these 3 mechanical like barrels that have little mechanical apparatuses on there, like legs, 6 of them. And then on the front of them, they have 2 claws. And in the barrel, you see a seat where a hatch would be covering normally. And then Nix points out, it's like, yeah, Fectore made these. They really help with the lifting of the heavy stuff. But yeah.
The little one that looked like Winley, wasn't she gonna come back?
Oh,
Checked on her.
shit.
Yeah, Carabin? Wait, is it?
Yeah, Carabin, she'll find y'all.
Oh,
She's a very giddy one. She's got a lot of energy. She'll read up with us.
I'm sure we'll bump into many more of your fans here, Whitley. I'm sure we will.
I hope so.
Mm.
fancy.
Anyway, yeah,
I'll give
these
Argent a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things, they we store our wine in the barrels, and then we're able to lift it up and then scuttle it around the tunnels and put it in the wine cellar, and then we keep. Yeah, pretty cool.
Keeps it.
Are they made out of wood? Oh, sorry.
They're made out of metal. The
A bear made
body looks like it was probably started off as a regular barrel, and then they realized, oh, we can add stuff onto it, and it's a bit more armored than just a standard barrel with metal legs.
Keeps the wine from getting jostled around. It's smart.
Yeah, and keeps our backs in order too.
Are these large enough for some of us to get into, or are they?
They're definitely gnome-sized, but everyone, I would say, could squeeze in without being able to close the hatch.
Fair enough.
Well, Tim looked at me kind of funny, so I wanted to. I'll just kind of go back to see, give him a look again and see what's up. Well, you guys are looking at the barrels and stuff.
Yeah. I was just under the impression that that little one was going to come back sooner, and with the other two going missing, I think maybe that's where we should. Maybe we should go check up just to be safe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you think we can convince them to do that?
Winley especially. All right.
I mean, yeah, it's a fan. It's the courteous thing to do.
Okay, so you guys are like looking at the barrel and everything.
Yeah, Winley has actually jumped in and she's kind of messing around with some of the knobs.
Roll me a d6.
Uh-oh.
Never touch gnomish things.
You pull on one of the
Oh
levers,
boy!
and you see that the front right leg moves up and claws forward.
Oh. So like it moved.
Mhm.
Okay.
Inko's going to jump out of the way from his past experiences with buttons with everyone. Oh!
Is there like a
What?
knob kind of opposite that she would maybe assume would move the other leg?
Yeah, make me a quick intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, yikes.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Just
Winley,
pick a lever.
she had too much of that.
Don't want-
First cider or whatever.
Once you roll, and it's a nat 1.
That's epic.
Yeah, it was great.
At least we're not
Oh,
fighting
that's a
a
card for
carpet.
me.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
James, draw
it's-
your card.
Yeah.
Draw me a card. Let's see, what does this one do? Disadvantage on a skill or attack roll. Oof, indeed. But yeah, you do that knob and you see it go inch, and then you just look at all the other knobs, and there's about 10, 11 different other knobs, and you're like, I don't know where these go.
Winley, don't you think we should go try to find your little friend? She's going to be panicking if she can't find you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she did say she was going to come back. Nix, do you know where she went?
If anything, she probably went to her room, but yeah, she would have probably run back to the dining area by now.
Well, considering that some others have gone missing, or maybe we should go take a look.
Yeah, if she's in trouble, I mean, she's like the only fan I have here, so I can't lose my one fan. And also, I'm worried about her.
Yes, I can tell.
And Winley actually kind of sprints back to the dining area.
You hop out of that barrel and you're able, it's pretty quick to get back there, and you look
Yeah.
over and
she announces, I'm back!
and you see the other gnomes and they're like, oh, hello. Welcome back. Did you want more bread? We've got a lot of bread.
Please.
Oh.
And where did how do you? I can't do gnomish names. Caribou.
Carabin.
Carabin.
We haven't, she hasn't gone back. Yeah, thought she found you guys.
Where's her room?
It's the little huddle area, and Nix is like, it's that same area We all kind of live in the similar area.
Gotcha.
Some folks, they live up that way, but Cherubim's back with us.
Maybe she was just embarrassed to come back and see. Let's go see if she's there and give her a surprise.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you guys easily make your way over there, taking curves and turns in the tunnel ways. You're starting to get pretty familiar with this side of Gnomengarde. And you get to that common area that branches off into the 5 rooms.
Right.
Cherubim.
Are there any rugs here?
There's still that rug from that you poked with your crowbar earlier.
I'm gonna hit it a little harder.
You hit it. You hear a nice thunk from crowbar to stone because the carpet's not too thick. And then Nyx is crossing her arms a bit. It's like, second time you hit the carpet. Don't like it?
I have a thing about carpets. Don't pay any mind to it.
We all have a little bit of a thing, don't we? Sometimes, just between you and me, mice. Not really. No, not mice. Moles. Moles. They just really fuck with things.
I bet you they make their way into your houses and things.
No, not here. It's pretty solid rock here, but
Okay.
yeah, gnomes. Not gnomes. Moles. Moles.
Like, why do you hit your own people?
That's a very complicated topic. But no, moles. Yeah.
Moles, yes.
Have you seen any other little things in here that you normally don't see, besides the moles? Crawling around or just.
Occasional things find their way in. There once was a sparrow that made its way in here. Just flew straight in. It took a little while to get it out, but then eventually it found the way to the bridge with the waterfall. Got a nice little shower. Yeah.
So where does she keep her things? Which way would she have? Is there anything on the ground that looked like it was dropped or anything?
Make me an. Are you looking, or are you just like casually looking around to see if there's anything dropped?
No, I'm looking at everything because I don't even trust the furniture. So I'm doing full scans. Not that
Make
I'm
me an
good at it.
investigation check then.
All right.
I see him looking really intently. I'd love to be able to follow him up.
Make your investigation check as well.
All right.
It's unfortunate, but as you are both looking around, you start to you both kind of get into that rhythm of together.
We are not casing the place. No one should be under the impression.
So are you just looking in the common room or looking at different rooms as well?
Different rooms as well. Like she went in one of these is where she actually stays and has stuff, right?
Yeah, Nyx points that one out to you. You do see similar to Orin and Erky's room, 2 beds, couple dressers, and a double desk in between them. And you do see one of the dressers with the one of the shelves drawn out.
No, I'll follow him in. You find anything?
And then also, sorry, go.
Oh no, just pointing out that the dresser drawer is still ajar.
Does the do the things in the dresser drawer look like what I would be accustomed to from being around Winley? Those sorts of outfits?
Yeah, they're a bit more of the audacious kind compared to like what you saw with Fibblestib and with Nyx, where it's the overalls and the apron. This one has a bit more flow and color to it compared to the earthen tones that you've seen around.
So it looks like she's here and was getting something out of her dresser drawer. And
Is the dresser made out of stone or metal?
This one happens to be made out of wood. You notice that some of the furniture here, it's a mix, but it seems like their rooms compared to like the dwarven area, made out of wood.
I'm gonna try and find like a subtle angle on it and push the tip of my sword into it.
I know what he's doing, so I'll stand between him and the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and seeing when they go into the room, all three of them, I wanted to go. So, Nix, tell me more about your hair color. Trying to kind of distract her from them, kind of rummaging through.
In that case, since you're trying to distract her, roll me a deception check just to see how well you're able to
Not very
keep
good.
the pretense.
Okay.
I'd love it if it instantly attacked why he was distracting her, and we're just screaming. Wah!
Oh, phew. Okay. Yeah.
17. She looks at you and it's like, oh yeah. So as I said before, the magic really I've been able to find certain patterns in it where if I'm able to, usually when I cast a certain spell, in this case mage armor, the hair turns a different color. Sometimes I get butterfly wings, but more often than not, it's different colored hair. And she continues to rattle off like different theories
And he's bored, but he's just trying to give them time to do whatever they're doing.
He's such a dear.
But Winley is listening with rapt attention.
And she's like both looking at you and it's like, yeah, the hair is just like, I don't know what exactly it is yet. It seems to be when it has like more than an abjuration kind of spell, and then she keeps going and going. You two find yourselves, you blocking, kind of doing that like
I have a shield on my back that I'm wearing. I feel like that would really help shield. Just like lean a little bit, make sure that he's not visible from the door.
Doing like that posture and lean, covering your friend from tagging the school.
Yeah, basically. Except for the big ass metal shield on my back.
Meanwhile, Tim, you draw your sword and you stab it through, or like how you going at it?
I'm kind of leaning into it. I'm figuring if it's somehow something organic that it would react to it. So I'm trying to do my best to not destroy it if it's a regular
wooden dresser.
Yeah.
You find yourself on an angle.
I'm going to end up doing some damage to it, which is why I'm trying to find a place in it where people aren't going to be like, who keyed my dresser?
Who keyed my dresser?
With the curved wall of this residential area, you're able to like get along the side part of the drawer or of the dresser, and then just run your sword slowly into it, going in, and it's a softer wood, and it starts to make an indent, and you don't see any shifting as you continue to push it.
Okay, I guess I look at the others.
There's no rugs in this room, right?
What's in the open drawer?
In the open drawer, it's very much like Winley's kind of attire. You see, it's folded very nicely, efficiently. It fits in quite a bit, and it's different colors, and you can see it's organized by colors. And you do see two little areas where there would have been stuff. One was in like the pink section within it, and you noticed that Carabin had like a pink dress on that day. And then also some of the stuff had been shifted over a little bit. And there may have been something.
She was certainly here, probably got something, and then where did she go? Was she bringing something back to show Winley?
That's what she said. She wanted to bring something. She wanted to show her something.
And disappeared between here and there.
Yeah.
Thing could have been disguised as what she was bringing?
Maybe. It just seems odd. I've been around Winley when some of her fans were around, and they wouldn't miss an opportunity to come back and preen and show things to her. There's no way.
Did we ever actually move the rug that's in the other room, or did we just hit it?
You've hit it.
Hit it.
Well, I'm open to.
It's one of the things we can do is try to move it and see. Maybe the rug's not attacking. Maybe there's something under it.
Maybe. I will point out, and I'll like glance out into the common room.
Yeah.
Nyx is getting rather suspicious. about us poking around at rugs. So if we don't want to tell her what's going on, we need to be a little more circumspect.
Why not just tell her then?
The queen did not want panic getting around.
Well, maybe there's a good reason for some panic to get around, though.
We could say that Tim is scared of flying rugs. And then that's why he keeps poking it. And then maybe we can...
I had a thing with rugs.
That's true. That said, I will say that with disappearances happening like this, I think we need to trust someone who's out here with us and not behind a barricaded door glued to a chair. Or at least said person should not be the only person who knows what's going on. And I think Nyx has a good head on her shoulders. She seems like someone we can trust.
Yeah, we'll call Nyx in.
Yeah, in that way, that's how you get the pink. Yeah.
I have a question, and then I think we want to talk with you a little bit.
Let's not stand out in the hall.
Yeah.
Let's.
Oh, yeah. Steps in with you, and it's starting to get. If all of us are starting to get in this small area, it's just like, yeah. So
One quick question. Was your brother able to cast any magic?
Oh no. Well, the gnomes of Gnomengarde, everyone can cast magic here.
And abjuration changes your hair.
I mean, that's the one that I was able to find. Just kind of latched onto that pattern. Rest of it's kind of random.
But there could be other kinds of magic that have other results.
Oh yeah, certainly. Like I said, even when I cast mage armor, sometimes I get butterfly wings. It's very interesting. But yeah, there's other different effects that happen. Most of it pretty harmless.
Most of it.
I mean, one time someone was casting I will say it was Ula and Paul. Ula and Paul were practicing some battle magic, and they were firing off some stuff. And one time, Ula was doing her thing and shot it off, and it kind of exploded in her hands, but it was real powerful. If you look over at actually the eastern side of that alcove area, you'll see a bit of a chunk missing. Yeah, that's the only like real big one that's happened.
And
I've grown taller sometimes, but then it goes backwards. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to not fit into your clothing. I'm sure reverting is more comfortable.
You know, especially when you really like overalls.
Mm.
And Carabin?
Carabin?
Carabin. Did she know prestidigitation?
I believe. Let's see.
Because if there's one spell that I would have expected her to cast,
it would be prestidigitation.
Before coming back, it would have been prestidigitation.
Yep. Yeah. She I mean, most of us actually know that one. It's a pretty simple one. Yeah. Oh, you got a bit of a sauce there, and does a quick little sigil, and then it cleans it up.
Oh, I'm looking around the room instantly after she casts that.
Sorry, I forgot to mention it. Certain spells, nothing really happens. It tends to be like the weaker ones that don't really pull that much on the on the threads.
Little ones like message, for example.
Oh no! Oh, you don't want to do that one. That one explodes.
Message?
Kidding.
Message explodes. You want to try that one?
I'm kidding. No, that one's easy enough. But yeah, lower level ones. They
That's good to know.
Yeah, but the higher stuff, random shit happens.
They don't pull on the weave like the ones.
I'll nudge Darjan and be like, yeah, be careful around here with that.
Yeah, I'm filing that away in the back of my head too. Just like, okay, good to know.
Anyway, yeah, you wanted to tell me something?
Then that might change the situation with what happened that we are looking into. Do we want to take a minute and talk about what we think, and then when we have a more coherent idea of the situation, then share that?
I think we need a guide we can trust here. Like Nyx.
You can trust me.
Yeah.
Who wants to explain this? I take a step back.
Right.
Do we want the other two in here? I feel like this is one of those sit downs where you like tell somebody really something serious.
Well, I assume she's talking about Winley and Inqua.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been listening right there on the door's edge, but I mean, like, you know, do you want them in or?
Oh, yes.
It's going to get a little cramped. It's going to get a little cramped in here, but I think the six of us should sit down, so to speak.
Okay. I mean, we could sit, and then Nick's like looks around. It's like there's no one else in the sleeping areas right now. We could sit in the common room, but people might walk in. But also they might notice that there's 6 people and cherubims and.
Well, we're just waiting for her. If that we can explain, because it's for Winley, but that's. Yeah.
And I don't know how sound travels through the tunnels. Keeping it contained into a smaller room is probably a better idea. Right.
And hearing everyone in the room, Ink will be like, "Oh, if Winley wants to come in, I can go ahead and just stand at the door alcove and kind of block the street traffic, so to speak."
That should work.
Foot traffic.
In a pose there. Very nice.
Yeah. Well, you know me, Tim.
And Winley flounces in for the first time, and her eyes caught. Ooh, cute! And she goes over to the dresser, and without messing up the organization too much, she's just scanning the clothes.
I'll give her like 10 seconds to have a look at everything, and then say, Winley, we need to focus.
And my hand is on my sword while she's looking through the dresser. I have no idea what's actually happening here.
Yeah, put my hand on Tim's shoulder and be like, okay, we're good. We're good.
It's all right.
Oh, sorry, Izzy.
It's all right. I suppose the direct way is probably the best, and since we have decided to tell you what's going on, your queen was attacked a 10-day ago.
Oh. Shit.
And her wife is glued to a chair.
Okay.
Yeah, like as you can guess, this is not something that can be spread around.
Wait. So, which queen is glued to a chair, and which one was attacked? Are they both attacked? Are they both glued to chairs? Is that why they can't get out?
I cannot with names.
Lorilla, I believe Lorilla is the one that is stuck to the chair.
Yes. Yes.
Roywin is the one stuck to the chair. Lorilla is the one that...
No. Roywin is the one who stuck her to the chair.
I have Roywin was the one talking to us. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. So I thought she was the one stuck to the chair. And then Lorilla was the one that did it to her. And then I just want to share quizzical looks with everyone for a moment.
It's rather difficult when it's a voice behind a door.
Correct. Yeah. Right.
Was the voice that was speaking to you softer or harsher?
Soft.
But they were whispering as to not wake up the sleeping one.
But there are people who have a very harsh sort of whisper, even when whispering.
Yeah, if it was soft, it was probably Lorilla. If it was Roywin, you would probably be like, "Yes, ma'am." So
yeah, she was very nice.
Yeah.
I gave her some perfume.
Oh, that's nice. So that would be Lorilla, if she's the softer voice one.
Yeah, Roywin was apparently attacked a 10-day ago and did her best to protect Lorilla by keeping her trapped in that room with her.
And destroying all of the furniture.
Because she was attacked.
Supposedly.
She said that she was attacked by a rug.
That's why you were poking shit.
Yes. Yeah. It might be a flying rug.
It might not. It might be unrelated. The magic in the Queen's area is particularly unstable. So if one of them cast a spell, there could have been it could have animated some of the furniture, and that could have been what happened. And that might be what we're seeing happen with the folks that are going missing as well.
Well, but that might have been contained just to that area.
Maybe.
And now, and I mean, an animate spell wouldn't last a 10-day.
Yeah, it's
Well, the spell wouldn't, but the effects, the weave is unstable here.
When we were in the hallway by their rooms, there is a difference between how it looks. The cool, fun colors that we see, more in reds and oranges and more strange, right their door.
Oh, I mean, it's like the cafeteria. She does a little quick sigil, and you notice that the crystals in this room change from a lighter teal green to an orange. It really depends on the color that people like.
Yeah, it just seemed like it was different,
No,
and that it was a different, strange. It didn't seem just like that glow. It seemed stranger.
It wasn't just the lights of the crystals. It was a feeling in the weave.
Unpredictable. That's the feel.
Okay. I mean, is this your first time in Gnomengarde?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we've had few visitors, but most of them feel a bit queasy, and I'm assuming it's because of that. We've all lived here for quite a while, except for Fibblestead. Fibblestead came here a while back, as well as Dabbledot. They came eventually. But yeah, we've all kind of lived here.
I felt queasy when we came in, but I see that sort of settled into a normal feeling unless I really focused on it and thought about it. But back in there, it was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, whether that has anything to do with what's going on with the people who are going missing, unsure, but we figured that we should have a chat with someone that we trust in here to help us out and see if we can't figure what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, trustworthy here. Yeah. Okay. Missing gnomes. Queen was attacked by Rug. You don't like rugs, but you've also been stabbing rugs because of that. Do you not like rugs because you had that story, or because you have a thing from your past that you don't like rugs?
It's because of there's nothing in my past for rugs. I currently have a thing with rugs.
Well, let's see. Let me think about rugs for a second. Let's see. There's rug here. There's a rug in the common room.
Oh, did I jab the rug right in here yet?
There's no rug in the bedroom. Just in the common area. That's where Inkwa is blocking right now. Yeah, there's not many rugs. I mean, if she was attacked by a rug, I guess I could assume there might be a rug in her rooms. I've never been in the Queen's rooms. That'd be weird. And then, yeah, 3 rugs I can think of. One there. Oh, wait, no, there's also the cook's kitchen area. Cook's quarters that's got a rug. Very similar size to, similar layout to this. Common area and stuff around.
This might sound a little insane, but right now I'm suspect of all furniture.
You know, one time I fell off a stool and I never trusted it again. Then I made a better stool.
As you do.
So should we look at the other rug?
Sure. Let's see. You poked this one sufficiently. There's a rug in the common room. We passed by that. Did you stab that one yet?
I think so.
Okay. So that would, and if they're not being attacked right now, that probably eliminates the one in the Queen's chambers if she was attacked there. And then just the cook's quarters.
I'm not opposed to heading to the cook's area if we need to explore that area.
Nyx reaches into her pocket and just like back passes a small dinner roll over to Inkwell.
Oh, kind of takes it and we'll just hold it like this in the door frame. Just be like, as we're continuing to talk.
So,
Well, I think we should go see the cook.
all right, let's go.
Is there any new furniture that showed up recently? Anything out of the ordinary since like the last 10 days?
Oh, you're asking me? I haven't seen anything. Seriously, I haven't. I mean, I haven't. I mean, I was here 10 days ago. I left about 5 days ago for Phlandin. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything.
Oh, if you see something new stand out, feel free to point it out to us.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. All right, so you guys start heading over to the cook's quarters?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys head back through. You Nyx takes you through the common area again, where that entrance happened, and you see the rug there.
Have I already jabbed that one?
I don't believe you have jabbed it yet.
I'm gonna jab that rug.
You poke it with it. You see a gnome that's walking by. It's just like, keeps walking.
Oh, and this time now that Nyx knows, I'm giving it a good like bam.
He's dusting it. Don't worry about it. See a little plume of dust go. Poof. Rug stays the same.
Right.
You guys continue. You re-enter the dining area, and on the backside is a doorway that Nyx leads you through. And you see a lot less gnomes in here than before. You see two of them, plates finish, in their cups, just kind of talking with one another.
When we walk by, then can we ask?
Excuse me. Have you seen Carabin? Did she come back in here while we were out?
No. And these are different gnomes than you saw when you first started eating. And they're like, no, we didn't see Carabin at all. She was eating here. I did see her run by in the hallway. I think she was headed to her room, and yeah, I haven't seen her since.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, yeah, the new inventions. You guys continue on, and it's just another hallway that opens out into a similar thing as the inventor's quarters. Has that common room, then branching off into different rooms, and every room is doorless. And you see a carpet in the center there, underneath a table and a few chairs.
I'll gesture at it to Tim.
I'll give it a good whack, but it's hard to tell because there's no slam, because there's no blocked entrances. If it's something that can move.
Mm-hmm.
Carabin?
Bim with an M.
Bim, Carabin.
It was like carabiner almost.
We have a pretty good path along which she would have disappeared, right?
And we've gone through it twice now.
Yeah.
We didn't see any.
She might have done like the arc, and the arc you guys saw was where there was the barrel things. But then you ran back, and then the arc continued. She could have gone through that way. I don't know why she would go that way, but there's also the wine cellar there.
Oh. Why don't we check just for fun?
Yeah, the wine cellar. Yeah, we'll just check for fun.
Yeah, hopefully she's just looking for us, and this is all us just
Standing.
panicking over nothing.
So you guys head back through the dining room. You see the same two gnomes are still talking. You walk through, and instead of going through the common area, you take the arc, and on your left you see that little hallway that would lead into where the crab apparatuses are. And you continue the arc until you see on your left another entrance into another room.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we go in?
What does
Yeah,
it look like?
let's
Is
do
it
it.
closed, open? Yeah, huh? Just open.
It's an open doorway. The only places that have had doors is the queen's room that you've been to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nyx is still with us, right?
Yes,
What's behind that door, Nix?
Oh, there's no doors here. Only in
Oh,
the.
there's not.
What's
Yeah.
through that doorway?
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Oh, this one's the wine cellar.
Let's have a look.
And you walk in, and it is barrels upon barrels on racks, and then you see it all in lines in this room.
Carabim!
You do not hear a response.
I don't think she's in here.
Maybe not.
Do we hear an echo or anything? Like there's more room that we can't see, or?
You guys start exploring it out?
Yeah.
I would love to.
Oh, we'll totally search.
So
this.
yeah, you see on the along the walls are all these about 2 to 3 barrels high along the walls, and then it continues along the other walls, and it's all along the walls. And there are two middle racks that are 2 barrels wide that also go up.
And Nyx, do you see anything here that looks new or
Out of the ordinary.
abnormal?
I mean, barrels, lots of barrels. Yeah, nothing.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if any of them look newer, or that they look out of the ordinary for the rest of the barrels.
Okay, roll me a d20. Add your perception. 10.
I am not seeing well today for some reason.
It is
You
rather
look
dark
around.
in here.
You look around, and there's a lot of barrels and like almost about 30 or 40 barrels on the base, and then times 3 up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of barrels to look at.
Yeah.
You guys want to make investigation checks? You can do a more thorough search if you'd like.
Yeah,
All right,
I'll definitely.
try.
I'm better at perception, so if there's any way that I can be like looking and scanning around just to see if things don't quite fit in.
Okay, yeah. Start shifting around, looking about. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Finally, I did an investigation that made
Huh.
something.
Oh, did you find gems?
Oh shoot.
Oh, a map. That means treasure. You only show a map when there's treasure, right?
Mhm,
So-
totally.
Oh, cool, Aniqua, you got a good one too.
I did.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Oh, I just had a morbid thought.
Is that your perception?
Don't.
info?
That is my perception, correct.
Okay.
Mine's investigation.
Mine
Okay.
is too.
Morbid thought. Tim, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I whispered to Darjan. If I was something that could transform into an object, this is where I would go to digest them.
That's why I was trying to look for ones that are different.
So.
And when Lisa, did you say something, Tim?
The wine was incredible over dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Hope we can find it again.
Yeah, so in the top right corner over here, as you guys are searching about, and Darjan, you're really going in, looking at all the crevices, looking in between barrels, looking in between racks, and you see in that bottom right corner, you find a shoe.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Does it look like it's a fashionable shoe or a regular shoe?
It looks like a regular leather shoe.
All right, guys.
Did you find something?
There's a shoe back here.
Do you pull it out?
Yep.
You pull it out, and it's pretty standard leather shoe. It's got like a bit of a lip to it. Got a little point at the end.
I'm holding on to the point at the end.
Mm-hmm. Or I should, not like a metal tip, but like.
No, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm holding on to, just in case there's a mouth or something there. Yes.
It's got a bit of a smell. Probably hasn't been aired out in some time.
And James, you said it was in the bottom right-hand corner, correct?
Top right.
Oh, top right corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it has a smell, it hasn't been here for too long. Somebody must have worn it in here.
And that, yeah.
That kind of smell?
I'm slowly taking out my sword.
Yeah, and on that note as well, you see Nyx like reaching in and like pulling out her brother's wrench and being like,
Do we hear? We can see. We've combed through the whole room so far, or no? Are we still just kind of?
you guys are searching through, and how are you guys searching about?
That's what I was gonna say. I kind of want to be when she brings it to us, kind of go and look down this way, over here, while they're talking and showing the shoe.
Talking and showing the shoe. One second, let me just. But yeah, while you're down there, and you rolled a pretty solid on your perception check.
23, yeah.
Yeah. With your perception there, it is a very musty, earthy smell, very similar to the wine that you drank, and there's also that wood, that barrel. You smell just a hint of something irony.
Does it remind me of the scent near the Queen's room?
Did you smell near the Queen's room?
We did, and it was. You said it was like kind of a musty. Yeah, it was like musty, and it just smelled different. I think we did like magic checks and stuff, but nothing weird came up that way. But
Smell,
yeah, there was a smell. I remember you describing the smell.
Yeah, so it's similar in the sense that because of the cave system, that's more what you're smelling. The difference here is that iron smell.
Okay. I do want to relay it to the group. Yeah, just be like something smells a little.
It's salt.
Stranger down here.
Off here.
My
All
evil
right.
sense is going off.
Well, I'm going to put the shoe on the floor. So Tim, do your thing.
I'm going to start pushing the sword into the barrel closest to the shoe.
Barrel closest to the shoe?
I'm not trying to.
And while he's doing that, I want to say I very specifically put my shield on because I feel like this is about to explode.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after I notice her doing that. But right now, yeah, I'm just pushing it in a little bit to see if there's a response.
Yeah, so you sink your blade into it, and are you trying to pierce all the way through, or just continue until there's a reaction?
Yeah, I'm just checking if there's a reaction. Otherwise, I think we need to start trying to open barrels. I have no idea what is a good idea right now. But
so yeah, you drive through it a little bit, and it doesn't react. Inkwell, with your smell, you're able to kind of, it's more in, that's the scent, if you follow it, it's more along this direction.
Okay, I'm gonna go out of their eye line and I'll come around here.
I'm gonna follow. Keep looking because
I do want to call over someone. I don't want to be there by myself.
Yeah,
I'll just be like, guys, I really smell something.
You're
very strange over here.
And Winley comes over. She's like, I've got perfume.
Oh, thank you, Winley.
Behind me.
I'm still looking this way too because I don't want this thing to go looked at. Okay.
I mean, on that note, are these barrels? Do they have like a cork in the top, or is it like a?
It's like the top is where like you barrel it down like with a hammer, so it's not like a.
We can't get into it. Is what we can't like quite very quickly.
It's not like a cask. It's more of a proper.
Can I start knocking on barrels in this direction and see how it sounds? Each one sounds, if it's hollow or if it sounds heavier.
Sure thing. Which order are you going about doing it?
I will do the 6 here then and then kind of go here, here.
I'm gonna. Can I match him on my
Here.
side as we just go down the row, and I'm pushing in with the sword?
Yeah. You guys tap and you guys push, and these barrels, even up onto the third ones, you aren't finding any reaction.
I want to
Again,
Is wine leaking out at this point?
It depends on how far you're pushing. If it is, the wine is seeping out.
No, I'm more worried that I'm not pushing hard enough. But I don't know.
Can you
I
push
don't know
through
what we're
the
dealing with.
top? Can you push through the top so maybe it won't gush out?
Or
I mean,
even
if
along
that's
like
the case, we should just open these, but that would involve using my hand instead of a sword.
and I'm not in love with the idea of opening these and turning ourselves into very bad guests when we ruin all the wine.
Yes.
So we'll keep.
I want to look and see if there's anything like behind the casks as we're moving our way down.
Yeah. How far down are we?
So you guys are. 1 second. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Tim, you're going along this way, right?
Yeah, I'm following Inqua, and I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing this row. But once we get further down, I probably won't do the one all the way down, but I'll probably around here. Now, maybe starting here, start working my way across this top row.
Okay. And Inqua, you're moving along this way?
I was actually going the opposite way. I was going to start walking like this from here to here to here.
Then I'll match.
And Isolt, which way are you moving?
I'm sticking close to Inqua, so I'm not necessarily prodding at the barrels. I feel like the guys have that well in hand, but I'm watching for anything that's changing around us.
That's good.
And then James, while we're looking, I do want to really keep an eye out on the ground and see if there's anything that's sticky or anything that looks different.
Yeah. If you are poking through until the wine comes out, you're starting to see wine. Or unless you
I was just knocking on barrels.
Okay.
I don't have a I don't have. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to.
I'm just trying to break the skin, so to speak.
Yeah.
This whole time, Winley keeps going, guys, I can detect evil and good if we think it would help.
I mean,
that might be good.
I don't think
that would help too. That would help too.
Fae, fiend, undead.
I don't know.
Trying to remember what the rest of the list is. Celestials.
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead. I don't know what it falls under.
Might be an aberration.
Yeah.
I'm in the area. Am I smelling that smell that Inqua smelled?
Sorry, what did you roll?
For smelling? Oh, I didn't roll a perception. I'm pretty sure that. Oh, I have not bad perception. I should roll that. Hold on. Oops. What have I done? I fused with the barrel. It got me.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That is a 18. Yeah, you similarly find it, and it's along this. It's within. Let's see. Can I do an arrow? Where's my arrow? It's within. It's in this area. You can see the iron.
Okay.
Sorry, my first. So yeah, it's around this area.
Got it. Okay. I'm still watching both directions in case something comes.
Winley, that's a spell though, isn't it?
It is.
If we're concerned about casting spells, that might not be a good idea at the moment, but we will keep it in our back pocket.
Okay.
Because I think it's a good idea. I'm just worried about how the weave acts down here.
Yeah.
So I guess Winley will help investigate too.
Okay.
Maybe she'll start here. She has her hand axe. that she can use to poke, but she also will be using mending after each one.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm good.
She doesn't want to waste any wine.
I'm not moving slowly doing this because something very bad could be happening while we delay.
Mm-hmm.
So, how are you guys moving about with these barrels, I guess? Are you just going like...
Yeah.
I'm going to start
Yeah.
here.
I'd start top, middle, down, because I don't want it to jump down on me when I'm moving up.
That
Wait,
makes sense.
how tall is it?
This room, surprisingly for you all, you can understand why Factory built the things. It's about 10 feet high for this one. Or sorry, not 10 feet, 15 feet.
Oh.
Get a javelin from Assault
Mm-hmm.
for that extra reach to get to the top barrels.
I will happily loan someone a javelin if they need it.
So you guys continue to poke, and are you guys just like methodically going through this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Winley
poke
can't
each-
Winley can't reach the top ones in her row. But she'll do at least some of the bottom ones, and she'll kind of zigzag as she goes down this row, and she'll poke, say sorry, and then mend, and then move on.
Mm-hmm. And also, Nyx is starting to join y'all and trying to get like the lower ones. Yeah. Inqua, it seems like you're working on this area over here.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in this down here. I'm in the bottom left quadrant is kind
Yeah,
of where
and I'm
working.
and I'm generally sticking pretty close to Inqua.
Is that
Mhm.
is that iron smell familiar?
Yes.
I'm following that as best I can.
And as you guys continue to poke and you find yourselves being drawn closer and closer to the smell, you lock on to this corner.
Where? Oh. I turned my head.
Can you hit it? Yeah, sorry.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I thought James froze. It's like, where?
Oh, there we go.
That one?
Right,
Yeah.
right. There we
Oh, right there. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's coming from this one, right? Inqua, your sense of smell is better than mine.
I do. It's definitely one of these here.
Yeah, let's call the others over. Oh, I mean, you're
hello.
all here. I call you over.
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you find something?
Well,
And-
there's definitely something within this barrel. These
And
barrels here.
Should Nyx be ready to run for help if
Is
something
that what you
jumps
tell
out?
her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah. And then she positions herself over here.
Yeah, I'm here in this corner just in case anything comes out this way. I'm here.
Okay.
That's where I want to be positioned. All
So
right.
yeah, you lock on to
Yeah, I'll
this
actually
row of barrels
shift
here.
here.
All right. I'll start at the top.
Okay.
And I'm pushing the sword in.
You don't feel anything.
Okay. Middle.
Middle one. Nothing.
Oh, it's low to the ground. And all right, I'll push and for the bottom one, I'm just gonna run. No, I'm not gonna run it through because there could be something inside. But if this one has wine, I apologize. I'm glad Winley is nearby.
You run it through.
Not all the way, but I break the surface because if there is a gnome inside, I don't want to do more potential damage.
So you take your sword and then you start to ease its way in, and you think you're hitting barrel, but then you see it starting to sink in and warp, and then it tries to
There we are.
does a little wiggle out of the way. Everybody roll me initiative.
Here we go.
Ooh. Oh god.
Oh.
You guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Now I am caught completely off guard by this.
Glorp? I feel like you were the most one, yeah.
Right? Like of
He was
anyone,
the-
you should have like advantage on that shit or something.
Okay. Inqua, is that a 17 for you?
It is, yes.
Do you not get a? You should have a +2 to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then it's a 19.
You
19.
should have readied an action to toast this oak.
Well, I can. I guess always fire breathe it up if I need to.
So as you see Tim, so Tim would be here. So as you see Tim starting to do that, and you see it start to warp out of
Is
the
it
way.
this one here?
No, it's this one in the bottom corner.
The very okay. Oh crap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see it start to bend and warp, and then you see tiny little orange eyes pop out of the barrel. It's like, and
The barrel itself.
the barrel itself, and you see teeth start to go, and in that shape of a barrel, you see. I don't even know how to put it. Like an orange. The eyes are like a spider, but then the barrel itself is open, and like the teeth itself is almost a mix between actual teeth and wooden like splinters, and it's just looking at you and trying to dodge out of the way at the sword. You're able to go first. Go ahead.
Okay,
Thanks,
definitely relay this very quickly to everybody if they can't see from where we are. It looks like everyone can, but
Yeah.
Guys, I think we might have a problem.
and then I do want to actually move away a little bit from it to here while drawing my bow. Would I be able to get? I probably can't, huh?
Just do a trick shot off the wall and back into it.
Oh, perfect.
You can do that, right?
Yeah, sure. Since I didn't have my bow ready, I guess for my action, can I get my bow set? Like,
Generally, drawing a weapon is part of the move action.
is it? Okay,
Yeah,
then perfect.
So you're able to whip it out, and as you move away, you see from the torso of it, just shooting out a purple tentacle. Just go. It's going to take an attack of opportunity as you move.
Okay.
Is a 19 to hit?
Absolutely hits, yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you for using up its reaction this turn.
Yeah. And that will be 9 damage.
Okay.
Ooh, don't get
And
it.
Thank goodness for those 10 hit points.
Yes.
you are also grappled because as it shoots out, you feel the pseudo or the arm just like hit you and then start to stick.
Okay.
And because of that, you are unable to move.
Sure.
So it just like, and then reels you back in.
Oh.
Okay, so I can take a swing at it then, right?
It technically, or yes, Sentinel if it doesn't attack, right? Or opportunity attack.
Yeah, if it attacks someone that's not me,
Oh,
Yep. Go ahead and
Nice.
make your attack.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
Sentinel.
when it makes an attack against a target other than you.
Maybe cut off this tentacle thing.
All
18 hits.
I will certainly try. Hold on. What is my jumping between roll 20 and what my attackiness is? Boop, boop. So 6 damage, and its movement speed is 0.
Movement speed is 0. Excellent.
Nice.
That's what happens when you stick out your tongue in front of me.
And when you say that, you see the eyes just look you straight in the eye. Does a couple blinks as it's trying to reel in and avoid your sword or get hit by your stick, and it's like, oh. Yeah, that was your opportunity, your reaction. So, are you, Inkwad, still your turn? And would you like to shoot?
Point blank.
I'm allowed to at this point?
Yes, your speed is just reduced to 0, but since you are trying to make a ranged attack, it would be at
Disadvantage. I'll still do it. I'll be like, ugh, kind of shake off the gloop or whatever stuff.
And it's holding on to you tight.
Oh, I'm still grappled?
Yes, you are still grappled with it.
Oh, I thought he.
You can,
Okay.
for your action, if you would like to escape it, or you can go for your attack.
I want to escape. I don't want to try
Okay.
attacking at point.
Make me a strength check or a athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's see. Athletics, acrobatics. Perfect. 15.
15. So with is that athletics or acrobatics?
That was my athletics.
with your athletics, you feel it stick onto your armor, and you're trying to pull away, and with just like a shove with your shoulder, you're able to detach it from you, and that is your action, but you are able to move if you'd like.
Sorry, Tim, but I gotta get a little bit further.
Move.
And then I'll run this way. 30, yeah. I'm gonna go right
Yes,
here.
please get out of my way.
Yeah.
I love you. Get out of my way.
Yeah. Cool.
I believe that's the end of your turn. Next is, let's see, I believe that is actually Nyx, and Nyx, seeing this thing just whip out with teeth and beady little eyes, drops the wrench and just hooks into the right and just stops right there.
Run and get help. You have one job.
You had one job.
Winley, as you look back, you see Nyx just like curve around and like huddle down.
Are you okay, Nyx?
Is what you hear. Next up is D'Argent.
So, I'm not very close, and I'm not going to get very close. All right, who wants an inspiration? I'll do a bardic inspiration. Should I do that? Tim, you're up close and personal with them, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
And
So
I will be in a moment.
I will give you one first. Hit them with your best shot.
There it is. There it
You
is.
hear the
Son of a-
strum of a lute, and then you just feel a bit invigorated.
You say fire away.
I was gonna say, you beat me to it. It was great.
Oh, that was at my thing.
Away!
Hit me
Fire
with your best
away.
shot. Fire away.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to do, D'Argent?
Yes, I'm going to actually throw a dagger at this thing to see if I can puncture it and
Okay. Let's see. How far away is that? I believe you'll be throwing at disadvantage due to the length of the room,
away it is. Okay, I thought it was closer.
because I believe it's 20 feet for.
20 hit.
I think it's
20.
2060, yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2060. So I would have to move, but nope, I will do this.
Yeah.
All right, disadvantage. So I'll just do 2 different rolls, correct?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that would be, why am I blanking? I would just roll a D20 plus 4. Okay.
Ink was preparing to duck. P.S. or shift.
I got 11.
Nice.
11. You do get to roll. Oh wait, it is disadvantage, so that would be the lowest one. Unless
That
you
is the
roll
lowest
lower.
That is the lowest
Oh.
one.
Let me roll down. There we go. Okay, I see. Yeah, you huck it, and the angle of the barrel, as you see it, and it flies through the air. Ink, while you get out of the way, and it just tink, sinks into a barrel, and you start to hear slight dripping coming off of it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to stay here and get ready for the next time.
Okay, so you're
I
gonna
think that's
stay
it.
there. Next up is the mimic. The mimic with the thing that stabbed it right in front of it. It looks at you and it's like, and it goes in for a bite attack.
That's a noise.
What?
That is a noise. Yeah.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it.
Does a 15 hit?
No. Oh, it
It
hits my
does.
shield, but
Yeah, you raise up your shield as you hear it's like,
The noise.
and it opens its jaw, and then it just like slams down with its teeth on the metal, and it's like, and you feel like the breath of it on your face, but you're not hurt.
down, boy.
You feel it like tongue wiggling out and slapping the shield. Winley, you're up. Winley or Isolt, whoever like to go first.
I can go first.
Go for it.
So Winley she touches her amulet again, and she concentrates, and she says, "You three do good." And she casts Bless on Inqua, Tim, and Isolt. So, which for up to a minute, whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add that to your roll.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
That's
thank you,
your-
Whitley. Thank you.
You touch your holy symbol, you feel that warmth in your hand, and while the rest of you don't feel that warmth, you all of a sudden do feel a bit of a brightening in your chest. Cool. Would you like to move for a bonus action?
I'm gonna just move a little bit back so I can check on Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna kind of go back here.
Cool. And you just see Nyx just like looking over the shoulder and being like,
Don't worry, we've got it.
It's
trying to
on
form
me.
words but can't. Isolt, you're up.
If this were a different system, I'd say she'd have to roll for sanity. I am going to scoot around Tim so that I can also get a good range on this thing, and I am going to stab it with my longsword.
Yeah, I'll tilt
Go
it
ahead.
towards the corner as she's coming back, and then tilt it along the side so she can hit it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. On your shield is riding about. Go ahead and stab it.
I would like to add that D4 if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you, Winley. Excellent. And I am going to expend a spell slot to do a divine smite.
Okay.
8
Nice.
plus. Sorry, everyone. This is great radio. For
Got it.
18 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Sweet.
That's how it's done.
There you go. There you go.
So you scoop by Tim back against the barrels, shield out, and he flings his shield over for you to have a clear hit. And you feel yourself going for the hit, and it just about missed, but then you feel on your, almost as if your shield just gives off a bit of a warmth. You feel it guide your sword down, and as your hand or sword lights up, what kind of smite is this?
This is a divine smite.
Divine smite, a light, almost pinkish energy emanates from your sword, smacking down, and it's like, oh!
Good job, Izzy.
Cutting through, and you see one of the pseudopods that was like reaching out for Inqua just like slap down on the ground. And
Mm-hmm. Do I feel like this is something that could get knocked prone potentially?
You can try.
Then I would like to use my bonus action to do the shield master shove and try to shove this thing with my shield. So like basically like slip my shield around Tim's and smack forward with it, feeling that warmth.
Mm-hmm. And you smack into it, and you just feel its body just form around your shield, and just like whoop, whoop.
Non-Newtonian items. Keeps happening. All right, so yeah, I'll disengage my shield, pull back, and reset for another shot when it comes back around to me.
Oh, sure, it won't stick on your shield.
And with that smack, you do see it like latch off of your shield, Tim. It's like, all right, and Tim, it is your turn.
Hacky.
Hacky. Go for a hit.
I will use a 1d4 as well.
Oh, you get 1d6 from me.
Yeah, you can use a 1d6, or you can always use that 1d4 for the next minute.
Yeah, the 1d4 is always there, so I want to try and use that, and then if I need it, I'll throw it.
Got it.
But
Oh.
still there.
That should do it.
That should do it.
Roll some damage.
Oh,
5 damage.
and you know what? I'm gonna use up my my action surge to take another attack.
Go ahead.
Neat.
because that's just not enough to
Yeah.
make me feel good. I want this
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait, no, that's
let's
it.
Yeah,
check out that 1d4. Now let's try that 1d6.
Okay, yep,
There
you
we
hit.
go. That's a lot of work to kind of
Yay, there we go.
Nice.
And with that, you feel both times you just kind of go at it, and a different energy about you is able to guide that sword into place. And that first strike, you go for it, and then Issel, you just see kind of Tim rev himself up again, and just with like, boom, boom, 2 strikes quick at it, and slashes across what would be a chest if it had one. All right, that's back up to the top of the round. Ink, while you're up.
After seeing both Isolt and Tim with this new vigor kind of attack it, he'll feel a little bit more empowered, pull out his longbow and just aim right for the tongue that he was seeing slather all over Tim. And then he will attack.
So at the angle you're, oh, never even mind that.
Oh, well, you know.
So your arrow flies true.
Yes. For the tongue. And you'll just go, ugh.
Yep, you fire it through past Isolt's left side, and you see it sink into the tongue, and it's like, oh!
I just
And
love
that-
these noises that you're doing
Yes.
for
No.
I'm like, this thing needs to die now. This is horrible.
Yeah.
No,
The
that's
only
why I'm using up smites, because I'm like, nope. This is a great big pile of nope.
The only good thing is that it makes it uses the sounds to let you know when it's going to attack.
Mhm.
It's got a pattern.
That's Inqua. Nyx is up. Nyx is just hiding there, holding the back, like onto the straps of her overalls and looking at Winley, just like hyper, like her breath is starting to increase.
Don't worry about it, Nyx.
And that ends Nyx. Nyx isn't going to do anything. Just so you guys know, Tamago Tora gives 500 bits to the players.
Hey.
Tamago-Toro.
Thank you.
Sorry, that took a little while for me to get to that, but thank you so much. Darjan, you're up.
Well, I was thinking, maybe this thing would go to sleep, but it's a barrel. So, it'll just roll out the barrel and it'll get back up. So having a barrel of fun. I want to send my unseen servant to go grab my knife out of the barrel.
Okay, so your action is to cast Unseen Servant.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, does anybody else need some inspiration?
Well, Tim just used his, so currently we don't have any inspiration on the field.
All
Yeah,
right.
anyone
So
you want to give it to,
there you go, Tim. You got it. Yeah.
always got my back.
Yep.
So you strum another chord on your lute, and Tim picks up on your ears particularly, and again, you feel different from what you felt from Winley, but a invigorating presence.
Yes, I sing, go stop them now.
And as you do that, it is the mimic's turn, and it forms its tongue around so that way the arrow drops, and you see this barrel-like form start to shed away until all you see is a to go. Oh, whoops.
Uh-oh. An icon.
Sand check.
I know, icon.
Can I? Oh, there we go. Token link. You see just like a purple mass, same orange eyes along, almost spider-like, and teeth that have now formed into a semblance of a mouth. And it's, after all this smacking around, it just like retreats into the corner. It's like, Leave it her. And it's going to do that to end its turn.
Cower in fear.
Yes, it is like pressed up into the corner. It's parts of it like half sloughed off from the cuts that you guys made. A portion of it just like slightly burned. And it's just like, "Whoa!"
Does it look cute?
Oh no.
Based on your definition of cute, I think based on what you're looking at it from like that deep angle, it's trying to make itself look soft despite having teeth and eyes. But it's like,
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
No. I don't think he can see it that well, and
Okay.
it just took 9 hits out of him, or 9 hit points. So
That's fair.
I think he was a little pissed.
So yeah, it is cowering in fear.
I hear it.
That ends the mimic's turn. Winley, you're up.
Winley comes a little forward. She's really confused. Izzy, what's going on? It looks
Yeah.
scared.
It can be scared all it likes.
Is it still bad?
I mean, there's a very good chance that it's killed and eaten people. So
Oh.
yes.
Okay then. And she grabs her hand axe and she says, "Tim, duck." And she
Oh God.
Everyone ducks. They are.
Slam myself against the wall.
She throws her aunt.
Oh God.
And
Throw away.
Fire away.
Ooh. Just remember, we have inspiration.
Wait, I know.
Yes, we do.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't a 1.
So how about that reroll?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I second
Do
it.
it,
Okay.
and you can disappear.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
We called that pulling an Emma. And it's really hard to do in D&D.
No, it's
Right.
easier in D&D.
Oh,
It's a 1 out of 20 chance.
96 to
Does it
100
accidentally
is
hit
to roll
Tim
than a
instead?
1.
you wind back and you're like, Tim, duck, and you huck it.
And I'm moving. It's right where.
And Tim's like, okay, I will duck. And he ducks down, and the angle you throw it at hits him square into the shoulders. Roll some damage on Tim.
Oh
Just the imagery. He
I
finally
know.
got this thing off his shield. Finally in a good place. Perfect.
no. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's so funny.
And Winnie mumbles to herself, I would have thrown better if I could bedazzle it.
yes.
Oh, we have gems for that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, now you have some jewels, so yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I need to roll damage for him. That's what you're saying.
Yes, we're vamping for you.
We're vamping.
So you feel this sharp pain in the back of your armor, Tim, and it's just like you take 4 damage.
There go the 4 temporary hit points.
Well,
See?
Winley giveth and Winley
And
taketh
Winley, like,
away.
Love it.
Tiptoes
Yes.
back. Nix, I did a bad thing.
Nick's looking on for the first time just gives like a
Yeah, fair.
like the mix of creature and like
I give the most undignified. Ow!
And then the mimic laughs too. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah.
I laughed, my wife laughed, the kid laughed, the coaster laughed.
Aww.
Winley, your turn is up, yes?
Yeah.
Isolt, you're up. Tim on deck.
Well,
I'm just gonna sit here and laugh for
Oh
a
wait,
minute.
that's a natural 1 for me, right? I get a card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
that was a turn well spent. Who's? I'm sorry, I have no clue what's going on anymore.
It's my turn.
Back with an act.
You act last in initiative order. That doesn't matter anymore.
Whew.
All right. Go ahead, Tim. Take your turn. Or Isolt, take your turn.
Okay.
Tim, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going to scoot up and just like menace it with my sword and just like look at it over the edge of my shield.
Mm-hmm.
and look at it and say, you killed people.
And it's cowering in the corner. It's like, it was given food, please.
It was what?
It was giving what?
It was given food, please.
Given food.
Given.
It was given food.
Hold up. We need to get some answers here right now. So I'm gonna like actually pull back a little bit and be like, wait, there's something else going on here. And then lower my sword again to point at it and say, who gave you food?
Okay. With that, is anyone else going to take a strike at it?
I'm readying an action to take a strike at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused if it's cute enough or not. So I'm just kind of.
I give you a...
like I'm not going to do it at volume, but this is essentially hold. Like everyone, stop. Do not attack this thing. We need answers right now.
So no, I won't take. Yeah.
Okay, but you have your bow at the ready. You have your swords there. Darjon, Winley, what are you doing as this?
I see the hold, and so I'm just waiting. But sleep is here.
Yeah, Winley's just twirling her hair, still kind of upset over what happened.
I'm checking what Winley's doing too.
You turn and you feel a little sharp pain in your back as you turn, and you're like, oh, she's twirling her hair. Okay.
She has...
All right. That can't go wrong, I hope.
Good. She can be over there twiddling her hair. It's fine.
So you do that, and Darjon, your unseen servant, is just there holding a knife to its side, just like, here you go, madam.
Yeah.
No, you should have the knife hovering towards the mimic.
There we go.
So then it sees. Oh, go ahead.
Well, yeah, and once I'm sure that no one's going to take a strike at it, I'm going to look at it and say, who gave you food?
And it just like slinks into the corner. She's like, it doesn't know. Your sharp things are still pointed at Mimi. Are you going to hurt Mimi more?
If you tell us the truth and you tell us who is giving you food, we will get you out of here and we will not harm you.
Oh, have we agreed to that?
I'm just gonna like side-eye Tim hard, just like work with me here.
Is that a deception? Or are you truthfully?
No, that's the truth.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check then.
Cool.
I mean, I can roll deception.
For saying okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Persuade that Mimi. Yes,
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you get a card.
And I get a card.
Yes.
And you get a card. And
You get a
Everybody gets a card. What does your card say?
It is a plus 1d10 after making a skill or attack roll.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a good one.
that's
And of course, that is for everyone. I'm just hanging on to it.
Yeah.
So you say this, and Mimi looks at the swords, and it softens a bit out of the corner. She's like, okay. Mimi has story. Story Mimi will tell. Mimi was out in the woods, eating squirrels, rabbits, things that Mimi liked to eat.
And Winley pipes up, meerkats?
What is meerkat? Is it like bigger cat?
Oh, never mind. Continue your story. She goes back to like playing with her hair.
Okay, cats, yes, cats. It was raining one night, and Mimi was cold, very cold, Mimi was. And Mimi did not eat food for some days, but a cloaked figure, it was Shadow, came out of nowhere and laid food by Mimi. Mimi was like, food, and Mimi ate. And then Shadow was gone. Mimi was sad. But then Shadow appeared again, further away. I followed Shadow. Shadow kept giving Mimi food. And Mimi followed into
this area. Yes, up a ramp. Yes, Mimi did, into tunnels. And Mimi was told to stay here. And Mimi did. And Mimi was given food every now and then. And Mimi was told to be like Floor. And Mimi was. But Mimi didn't get to eat that day. Mimi was sad. Anyway, yes, Mimi was given food, and Mimi is here. And Mimi has eaten very well.
What is food for Mimi here?
Oh, don't. Why?
I'm just curious.
I'm not.
Hold on. Did Mimi, when looking like a floor, try to eat someone who got away?
Yes, that was the day Mimi didn't get to eat. Mimi was sad. But then Mimi became here as Beryl, and Mimi has been fed since.
How tall was the shadow relative to us and someone about yay high?
Mimi looks down, and at this point, Nyx has like come around the corner. It's like,
That tall as food. That was tall. Or was it taller? Slightly taller. Yes. Not as tall as you, but taller than food.
So somebody's in between us and the gnomes.
Do we want to escort this one to the queens?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, queens, is that another food?
We'll see.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm gonna like ease back a little bit. I'm still gonna keep my sword in my hand, but I'm not pointing it directly at Mimi at the moment.
Do we need a bag or something that we can carry?
No, I want to watch this at all times.
Exactly.
But can Nyx pull it together enough to clear us a path?
Nyx?
Yes. I'm gonna assume that's the thing that's been eating gnomes.
Yes, it is.
I need to go breathe somewhere.
and it looks back at Mimi, and Mimi is seeing food starting to slobber a bit.
And I'm gonna raise my sword up and point it at the.
You said you weren't hurting me.
I'm not going to hurt you if you don't hurt one of them. They are not your food. They are under my protection.
Oh, so they're your food.
They're my friends.
Interesting. Is friends another food?
No, friends are the people that you keep alongside you so that you don't become food.
Oh. Mimi has not had friends before. Interesting.
It sounds lonely.
I feel like I could eat them. Yes. Anyway, yes, we should go to the queens for food.
Nyx, are you able to clear us a path? Do you have?
Yeah. This is really distressing.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's start walking.
Let's go. And I'm gonna step back and let the mimic out, and then be like right behind it with my feet.
Can we suggest it change into a shape like an animal or something?
I was going to say, or tell it if you shift, you get a shaft or something like that. Like, so it should stay in it. I think we should keep it in a form that we can clearly identify, so that if we're moving,
we're just going to surround it at all times.
Okay.
It's not going to get out of our line of sight.
Yeah, you should be behind us with the bow and arrow. We'll be next to it. Does that sound? Does anyone? We can basically set up a little marching escort order.
Yeah, I'm going to stay behind it and If I need to, I can nudge it with a shield.
Then I'll be in front of it.
All
And
right.
think while you're in the back with Aaron.
I'll be taking flanking, but also with the bow ready at all times.
DJ Winley.
I'll be on one side of it,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how big we're going.
Winley will probably stay with Nyx to make sure she's doing okay.
So that means you'll be up in the front.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. So there we go. Hopefully that helps a bit. Yeah. So that's the no. Hello.
We can't hear you.
You sound a little bit tinny.
Hello.
A little bit far away.
Yeah.
Hello. Anybody?
We can hear you.
You're
but
just quiet.
Barely,
quiet.
barely.
Okay, well, we're almost at the break. I'll work on that in a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
So I'll project a bit.
There you go.
Back.
Now you're
Okay.
back.
I'm back. Cool. So that's the marching order, and it is the small hallway, so you'll be walking single file. And you notice that in this form, there's a very slow lurch.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Ew. Let's.
They just like constantly like trying to rocking so fast. And you guys make your way over to the Queen's chambers. Excellent. And as you guys lead Mimi there in this file, Nyx wringing her hands, you guys all at the ready just in case if Mimi turns. That's where we're going to take our break. Thank you all so much for being with us. I know it's a little bit longer today, so we're all going to go quickly pee. Nothing I need to really announce at this moment. September, if you're interested in that, discounts, make sure you check that out. Exclamation point giveaway, $200 worth of stuff. All right, we'll catch you all at the end of the break and see you then.
and welcome back to D&D ASMR. Kidding. Welcome back, y'all. As you can tell, hopefully I sound a shit ton better because for the past 4 episodes, I have never actually turned this mic on.
It was just a really pretty decoration hanging out there in front of your shoulder.
There you go.
You know, it's just like IKEA. I keep everything for looks. I'm actually in IKEA right now, everybody. Gonna get some meatballs later. IKEA, if you want to sponsor us, I will eat your meatballs every day for this stream. Like, come on. Sponsorship.
You approach
dollars,
it,
IKEA.
yeah. You approach a Glurgenflurgen.
Figure out what to name all of the monsters. And
Give me after IKEA items, exactly. A wild stew.
Wild stew, and you sling your Phlandin.
Your Phlandin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yes, we're ready. So, quick recap. They were headed into Gnomengarde, and they found out that there were some woes that were happening, attacks and missing gnomes. They made their way into the wine cellar and found that a mimic had been eating gnomes in the area. The gnome, surprisingly, pleaded for mercy, and they are now guiding it over to the queens.
He meant mimic, not gnome.
Did I say gnome? Sorry. The
Your telepathy was working just fine.
It was fine.
Exactly. You guys get that? Mimics. So the mimic they are guiding now to the queen's chamber.
Yes.
Are you guys doing this stealthily? Are you parading it around? How are you doing this?
We're asking Nyx to try and clear people out so they don't see it.
Let us know where they are and things like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly
Try to take a path so that we don't run into anyone, because this is down to the queen's decision at this point.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are guiding it around. You guys get to that portion where Isolt, your foot fell through, and you guys get there, and Nyx is just looking at it, and it's just like, and starts to walk along it.
Oh no.
And through rote memory is able to retrace the way it's supposed to go.
We'll follow very carefully because I can see how shaken she is.
and we'll use our blades to guide the mimic along the correct path.
And you just see Mimi just like following a straight line, and then it's like,
The mimic is ridiculously cute, and I kind of hate you for doing that.
Like, if you were to think, like, the shape it's trying to take right now is if you've ever Day of the Tentacle. No?
You say meerkat, though.
But yeah, it's like a little cone that's purple, orange eyes, teeth are in different positions, and this one decided to make itself like kind of look like y'all with like 2 pseudopods like shifting back and forth, like walking with you. It doesn't need to because it's like still doing this shifting motion to move, but its arms are just like.
I'm thinking of Zoidberg right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like.
You guys pass the hallway. You guys keep moving, and you pass by what Nyx pointed out as the guard post, and she just keeps walking along, goes onto the bridge, keeps walking, forgetting that people were behind her. You guys look inside, and there's no one there, but you do see as you approach this evening portion of the day, the sun is starting to hit that yellows and oranges and pinks off into the sunset that is obscured by this waterfall. So the waterfall is getting some of those colors within it. And you guys go across this bridge, and Mimi, seeing the slats aren't super tight and seeing it wet, is just trying to like it's afraid it's gonna fall through, and it's just like eventually makes its way up. And you guys
I am very patient right behind it, just taking step after step, just like not taking my eyes off of it.
I was actually worried it was going to try and jump.
Same. No, same. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it seems,
that's why I have my eyes on it.
it seems pretty on the level based on what Isolt told it and the fact that there's weapons everywhere. Winley, you're with Nyx, and Nyx is twiddling thumbs so fast. Eyes just kind of not really focusing on anything, but it's on everything.
God, can we do
I know this is
anything
hard,
calmer? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. And you guys walk into the room that had the spinning blades. And it is still disabled.
I like the past tense there.
Nyx passes by through the blades. You guys are able to like push him around like a turnstile. And you guys continue on past the where Factore was. And you continue going through. And you guys make it to the Queen's Chamber.
All right.
Are the two who were on the way who knew about the situation, we don't bump into them? It's too late?
Fibblesib and Dabbledob, you assume maybe still in the workshop. And that was where Factoria was, and then further.
Right.
Yeah, because we might actually, if Darjan, do you want to grab them? Nyx is breaking down.
Yeah, they may be able to help her out, but the thing is that do we want to let them know we have this yet?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But what if one of them brought it in?
We don't know who's right. We don't know who is feeding it yet.
Yes. So I think
Okay.
that we need to get to the queens first, and then we can run back and get them.
No, that's smart.
And I'll actually look at Darjan at this point and say in Elvish, at the end of the day, this is their decision to make about its life.
And I understand it too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I nod my head.
I'm just
everyone's like
honestly though, my only goal is to not trigger the mimic into reacting to
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So Darjan, Inqua, you hear that. You guys give your nods, and you guys make it to the doorway. The feeling of the queasiness is, it's still there, but at least you're familiar with it by now. Orange lit hallways, doors with Garl glitter gold along its effigy or facade, and there you are.
Tim, would you be so kind as to knock?
Sure. I bang my shield. I'm keeping the sword on the mimic still, but I bang my shield against the wall.
Mm-hmm. And you hear this time just like a who's there?
Your Majesty.
That's an unfamiliar voice.
My name is Isolt. I am a knight of the unicorn, and we have brought you the creature that attacked you.
How do I know that you are not the said creature?
Well, you can't. The door's closed.
Yes, please. There's several of us here. We vouch for her as well.
Nyx, can you speak up?
Your Majesty, we found a thing. I think you want to look at it. And there's a brief silence, and you hear some hush whispers. One that's like, and the other one's like,
like I said, soft whisper, harsh whisper.
Yep. Yep.
You don't know until you hear it.
It's valid.
At that point, everybody notices like, not unlike a dog, but Mimi is like kind of ticking at the air, and it just like notices that there's a small doorway.
I am
trying to like inch forward.
Wise.
Yeah, sword.
And then you cross the swords in front. It's like,
Maybe do you recognize one of those voices?
No, Mimi smells fur.
Yeah, Mimi smells food. We have to figure out what else we can feed this.
Swords.
Mimi cringes at that.
I will reply just one word in Elvish: justice.
justice, bitch. And the whispering stops, and you hear, so I do hear Nyx, and I do hear other voices.
If you peek through the small door, you can see it.
It's right there. It's right there in front of the door. We are keeping it at bay.
And you see like Mimi trying to like do like a lurch over, and then you guys move your swords.
I'll
and
shift my sword a little bit and be like, try that one more time.
No, don't. We'll kill you.
Is a little slight hiss, and then you see it's like a doggy door kind of flap made out of wood, and you see it open up towards you as like a stick is like lifting it up. And since no one's down there, you just see that stick open up, closes. Why have you not killed it yet?
It has information.
It has valuable information that you need to hear.
Somebody brought it here.
Somebody has been feeding your people to it.
Moment of silence. You will meet me in the throne room, as well as Lorilla. Bring that thing with you. And if I sense anything that is amiss, I will ensure that you all are dead.
Your Majesty.
Do you know where the throne room is?
No. But if Nyx is willing to be guide for a moment longer.
And Nyx says, pressed herself against the wall and is like starting to piece things together of circumstance and is starting to inch away from the mimic.
I don't think Nyx can lead us.
Nyx, we just need you to show us where the throne room is. We will keep you safe from it. I swear by LaRue.
No, that's not the problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Throne room. Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah.
And Nyx is wobbling
Mm-hmm.
as she walks, and then just
Nyx.
Winley.
She's still breathing, but
all right,
she's fainted.
Don't cast a spell here.
Should we now get the inventors, and then they can help us?
No, if Queen Roywyn can direct us to how to get to the throne room, the less people who know about this, the better right now.
Your
You're
Majesty.
right.
Your Majesty, which way?
And you hear a bit of a commotion, not in like a drastic sense, but you hear movement happening, and then, yes, is that Isolde?
It is. Hello.
Oh, hello. Well, yes, you are to meet us in the throne room. If you go down the hallway and take a right, and then you'll go down another hallway and it'll be on your right. Big double doors. You'll see the image of all gnomish deities upon there. It will be very easy to miss. Just make sure you go down to the end of the hallway, and there really isn't much elsewhere. Don't go in the treasury. It's the locked door, but past the locked door.
We will meet you there.
No traps?
No traps.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Winley,
Who's gonna carry
Winley, do you have Nyx?
Could I carry her?
Oh, she's small, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I need Tim to help me with the mimic, and Winley's the primary healer.
Oh yeah, I've got her.
Mm-hmm. sack of potatoes,
Bridal
Prince
carriage.
Bride carry.
Yeah, kind of probably bridal.
Bridal?
carry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just holding Nyx, and Nyx is just out.
And she tries to at least make her hair look nice. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You're able to find, like, she's got a short hair similar to mine. And you're able to get it into a good position. See her face. No much features. They're soft but fine, detailed.
And Winley thinks to herself, "Oh, I always wish I had a doll like this."
I imagine she just realized about her brother.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to actually make it that long.
Honestly, me neither. I commend her strength. Let's finish this. And I'm gonna like nudge Mimi to turn toward the direction that we were.
Okay. Oh, Mimi has been moving so much today.
And you guys lead Mimi down to the directions that Lorilla was able to give you. And there before you, you see carved in this intricate double doors, the gnome deities. And at central point is gnome or Garl Glittergold, similar to the Queen's Door. But you see these other gnome deities, some cloaked, some with animal companions, almost all of them with a bit of a smile on their face, as this description of them is one of their adventures. And you see, actually, make me a, I would say, if anyone is proficient in religion, make it at disadvantage. And
okay.
And
she'll try.
Winley, maybe in an off chance, also roll history at disadvantage.
You said religion?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Religion.
Oh.
Nah, 4.
$14. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
So
I'm very focused.
None of you.
And I'm
really,
carrying.
Like, as you look about this, you see this, and in the bottom corner, Darjon, you do notice not part of this bright effigy of not in the corner. Sorry, at the very bottom, shaping this door. An interesting figure. It's a it looks like a mole.
Mole.
Yes.
Oh, that's come back around.
Right.
Yeah. It looks like a mole, and compared to the joyous scene above, you see this mole, and it's not really part of it.
Seems disjoint somehow.
It's within the description of this scene, but this character within it is not part of this frivolity.
Okay.
So you guys make it to the doorways. They are closed.
I assume we're going to push them open.
Do the Aragorn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of.
I can do it.
Yeah, you should.
I use my thaumaturgy to open.
Nice.
And compared to like the stone doors that you saw at with Daslin and Norbos, these are so dense that as opposed to a whoosh, it's like a and there before you, you guys see this throne room, and it's not like that stereotypical fantasy, like high vaulted ceilings. It is higher than the rest compared to the workshop, which was 20 feet above. This one's about 25 feet up into the air. And it is aligned quite purposefully with gems, different colors, and it's a kaleidoscope of reds and yellows and blues and greens. And surprisingly enough, without a light source emitting from outwards, it does give that kind of stained glass imagery
cool.
about it. And it's just like, yeah, it's a kaleidoscope, a disco ball almost of different colors that you see. You see a large crystal compared to the ones that you've seen on the wall, just like emanating a nice warm glow, and it all leads out. And you do see a trim reddish carpet, more of maroon, leading up into several raised platforms that atop are 2 chairs. And these chairs are very gnomish in the sense that it's made of different pieces of metal, almost avant-garde in the sense that it's asymmetrical with jagged points coming out in different ways. And sitting atop both of them, one, Lorilla, who has been sitting for quite some time, is actually able to maintain that queenly sense, and her crown that she wears emulates the throne behind her, asymmetrical avant-garde piece of metal, and she wears a surprisingly not a very flamboyant dress. She wears a cape, and sometimes when you look at it, it's almost as if the parts that are covered just kind of fade a bit before you're able to lock back on.
A little iridescent, maybe?
More of a blending in kind of thing.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And Roywin, not taking a seat at the throne, same avant-garde crown piece, spear held at the ready, similar cloak. Her brown hair that you can see is tied back, and Lorilla's got more of a hazel color compared to the darkness of Roywin, and it's got more of a flow to it for Lorilla, while Roywin is shorter and pulled back into a ponytail. And she's like, "So, is that the thing?"
And I'll do a very formal bow and say, "Your Majesty, it is."
Curtsy.
It is apparently a creature that can take on many shapes. It attacked you in the shape of a rug. We found it in the shape of a barrel in the wine cellar.
And why have you not killed it yet?
Because it has information that you need to hear.
Speak. And Mimi is just like trying to look its cutest, but it's also salivating at the same time. Because it's like it's sniffing the air. She's like,
nudge.
Mimi was brought here. These are queens, right?
These are queens.
Ah, yes. I almost ate queen. Hello. Mimi was brought here.
Teeth kind of resemble, like, form, honest gelatinous form into a slight smile.
Tell the queen about the shadow that brought you here.
Oh, yes. It was a cold, rainy night.
Mimi starts to go into the story. For this creature, it's hitting every single beat the exact same way. Like, it's not elaborating anymore. It doesn't change the story. It's just like, it fed me. I followed it. I was here. I tried to eat you. Didn't get to it. Sad face.
Mimi was sad. Mimi didn't get to eat that day. So then Mimi became a barrel. And Mimi has been fed since.
So the shadow figure has been feeding you since, or you've been finding food since.
Exactly. Have your meals been being brought to you, or do you seek them?
Some meals are brought. Some meals, Shadow says, stay here and eat.
Your Majesties, you have a traitor in your midst. Someone who is trying to kill off your people.
And Roywin, because of her state, hearing this story and starting to piece things together, has kind of leaned against her throne. Definitely the sleepless nights taking their toll. Sure. And Lorilla noticing, just like gives her a signal to sit down. Roywin sits, and Lorilla places a hand on Roywin's hand, and Lorilla's like, "Yes, it would seem so. As long as this thing is telling the truth. Are you telling the truth, Thing?"
Thing is Mimi. And Mimi says truth.
For whatever it's worth, Your Majesty, it told the story to us exactly the same way it told it to you. There was no variance, there was no change. In as much as I can tell the truth-telling of, well, a non-humanoid, it seems to be telling the truth.
Well, this is very distressing indeed. You seem like a capable lot. I thank you for finding the thing that attacked my wife and for having the intelligence to not discard it until this traitor has been rooted out. Now, to keep the status quo, we will not be assisting in this per se. We will not be walking around. For if there is a traitor, and it did ask for my wife to be attacked, it must appear for things to stay the same so that it does not start to make moves once again. So, I will leave the investigation up to you five. This thing, we could lock it in a test room, but that would put it by Fibblestib and Dabbledob, but no. Fibblestib and Dabbledob are to be trusted, yes. You will alert Fibblestib and Dabbledob of this.
I hate to say it, Your Majesty, but are you sure?
Yes, very much so. Those were the two that fought with us in the War of the Civil Marches quite intelligently, though a couple of their experiments did result in a few lost limbs on their part. But yes, of those that are truly trustworthy here, those are the ones that came with us when we first moved to Gnomengarde.
Very well.
Can you think of anyone who wouldn't like you?
Or those who are particularly tall for your kind?
Tall?
Yeah, it described the shadowed figure as being slightly taller than a typical gnome.
Not as tall as us, but taller than Nyx, who was within eyeshot.
As I'm sure you have seen, most gnomes aren't running between heights, per se. The thing, how tall was this shadow? And Mimi's like,
let's see.
And I'll actually because I'm standing next to it. I'll like hold a hand out next to me and measure on my body and be like, where about on here?
And you see its gelatinous form just like start to stretch up a bit, and as like it's trying to gauge your hand, it's like,
because Mimi was looking up at it.
It's like looking around, trying to gauge things. It's like,
maybe here.
And about, because let's see, about 3.5 to 4 feet high.
Quite a bit taller than a gnome.
Yeah, it's about depending on the gnome, it's about 1.5 feet to a foot taller.
Are any of your people noticeably that height?
No.
I'm sure we would have noticed by now.
Or disguised with magic.
Wait, what if they were in one of those contraptions?
Oh.
Oh, which contraptions? We do have a lot.
Well, I was in one that took one step forward.
The ones that look like barrels cut in half and move the wine barrels around.
Oh, those. Where did this thing said it found it? Oh wait, yes, in the woods. Yeah, those things cannot climb in any great degree. It's more of a flat.
It wouldn't have necessarily needed to climb. That's a ramp to get in.
Well, a ramp down, yes, but Thing, how did you find your way here?
Mimi followed Shadow.
Well, that is helpful.
Mimi did say earlier about a ramp.
Nick said she grew.
Sorry?
Well, she's been having weird things happen where her hair changes colors and she gets butterfly wings, and she said that one time she grew.
Oh, you have experienced the strange magic here then?
Not us, but she did. And
so Nick's told you. Okay, yes. Yes, Gnomengarde does that. Usually the effects end when you leave, is the thing. But that's certainly thing. I mean, if there are people who are taller, an extension possibly?
Maybe stilts.
Stilts, yes.
Something as mundane and non-magical as stilts.
Well, I mean...
Or not a gnome.
I don't... Have you encountered Ula and Pog before?
I don't believe so.
Well, weren't those guards?
Yes.
Oh, them, yes.
They were not very good.
No. Yes. I mean, yes and no. They're working on it. We had been working with them, but yeah. Have you seen their contraptions on their legs?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Us.
The jumpy legs.
Yes.
Climbing the walls.
Can we recount how tall they were with those contraptions on their legs?
Yeah, they do add
Guards.
about a foot, as you remember.
Yeah.
Right. How common are those leg things?
Well, there's the sets given to Ula and Pog. Yeah, oh, shit, I forgot who designed them. Sorry, it's been quite a while. I forgot who designed them.
It might have been that person who likes to shoot us because she wasn't very nice.
She was very focused, I think is more the point.
Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria?
Factore, yes. Odd one. Yes.
I'm sorry. I think we'll just kind of raise his hand.
Oh my, you are tall.
Oh, Your Majesty, I'm sorry.
No. Sorry, it's been a while since.
I do have a question. Since I guess I'm asking you too, James. Has anyone seen us as we've made our way here to the Queen's? Like, have any other gnomes or anything? Because I know that Nyx was clearing the path.
We were working really hard to go around where anyone was.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I just want to make sure, like, because I know that we were all very hyper focused on making sure that
didn't
change.
I
wasn't, but
I was
curious.
watching. I was watching too.
Let's see. If that's the case, DJ, you were watching.
Yes.
Isolt, you were focused on Mimi. Tim, you were focused on Mimi.
I was focused on Mimi too. So
on Mimi as well. So DJ, since you were looking about, seeing if anyone was watching as you guys were moving, make me a perception check, please.
All right.
Because I have a suggestion, but I want to double check something.
Okay, here I go.
Well, one thing to consider is it left
maybe
it left it in
Inspiration.
Yep.
the shadow. The shadow figure
Let's re-roll that.
left it in the cellar. So if it doesn't know that it's gone, we might be able
That's
to
exactly where I was
there
going
and
with
then
it.
somehow watch it. Yeah.
That's exactly where I was leading to.
Oh.
But again, if we'll see.
Well, and if worse comes to worse, we can put another barrel in that spot
Exactly.
until it starts feeding. You don't know.
Right.
That's
Well,
the
I
thing
don't
about
even- it
mimics. That's
sounds-
why they're awful.
Well,
How
that's
do we
it. It's go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, how do we discreetly watch it, though?
Well, because from what Mimi had said, Mimi said sometimes it just opens the door and leaves, and then so like I'm assuming that whoever the shadowy figure is,
But
opens the door, leaves it, someone or something in there, or lures it there, and then closes the door and lets it do its thing. Because that's one of the only few places that has the door, right?
But
The wine cellar doesn't have a door, does it? It was just an open door.
The one
wasn't it?
before.
The only
thought there
place
was a
with
door.
doors that you've seen are Queen's Chambers and now the throne room.
Well,
And
in
the
any
treasury, because we
case,
passed that.
in any case, I was just wondering if no one had seen us bring Mimi here, exactly what was suggested, and then recount that. Like perhaps we could set up a trap, so to speak. I don't know much about this, but it might be the best way to see or catch whoever is doing this.
Yes.
Some of us should do that, but the thing that bothers me is that it sounded like that shadow figure was bringing it bodies at times. And so if we're waiting for that, we're waiting for another murder.
I understand.
Well, I suppose that assumes that the shadow does the killing before bringing it to Mimi.
Mimi? You can ask Mimi if the food is alive or do you have to chase it?
Oh, Mimi no chase. Mimi slow. Mimi fat. No.
Oh,
I wasn't going to say it.
Mimi with the eyes kind of like look around and ponders for a bit.
Let's see. When Mimi was brought here, there were pieces. Mimi had that. When Mimi was here, let's see. No. Mimi had meal that moved a bit, but then stopped moving.
But it was still moving when you got a hold of it?
Oh, yes. Mimi remembers tall one with horns. Mimi stick to them, and Mimi brings them in.
Pointing to you because you were still.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of glared at, but it's cute. Kind of cute. So.
Cute and disturbing sort of
Yeah.
way. Like a baby Cthulhu kind of cute.
Oh.
Right. So our best course of action, it sounds like, is to get this thing to our inventor friends and into a containment unit of some variety, put a barrel where it's supposed to be, and lay a trap. Because it sounds as if we won't need to wait for a murder. We will just need to wait for them to bring someone and throw it in that direction. And then we'd be ready to pounce.
Did the shadowed figure give you any sort of signal for when you were supposed to eat?
No. Mimi just was given food.
If somebody goes to get wine.
I don't know about wine. If things
No. But I'm just saying, if somebody came in to get some of the wine or something.
Was the shadow when the shadow figure brought you food? Was it in the cloak?
No. One time, no cloak. Yes, but it was dark.
Is there anything that you can tell us about the uncloaked shadow figure? Anything at all?
Shadow
stretches up.
This tall, gives food.
You couldn't see any color? Anything like that?
Mimi did see in her, if cloaked, yes. If Mimi saw that,
And it's like gesticulating with its little arms.
Little pseudopods?
yes. Little glints, little light.
Like glasses.
I think.
Like reflection, like reflection off of a surface. Like
water, like water.
Like looking at the moonlight on a lake, maybe.
Oh yes. Mimi likes moons. Moons are nice. Mimi can't eat moons. Bravo.
No, but it's pretty anyway. Someone wearing glasses.
The mean girl, I told you.
But the inventors were as well.
Correct. They all had
That's
some
true.
type of eyewear.
You know, growing up, when my mom used to watch me and my cousins, and one of us did something bad, like we broke a vase, she would come in with the broken vase to us one by one and say, "Look what I found." And we assumed that she knew who did it, and the person would just confess up. Maybe we should just do that.
Walk this thing around to the people that we think it could be and say, "Look what I found."
We know what you did.
We know what you did. Yeah. It was you.
Huh.
I can just see the list of confessions that we get, but like, nope, this one wasn't the killer. Next one.
Well, I do think we need Mimi to be put safe.
Yeah, let's get on that.
But I do think that Winley has a point. I mean, if we gauge the reactions when we do bring it in, I again bow to the. I understand, Your Majesties, you trust them with your life and you fought with them in the wars, but it would behoove us to consider everyone a suspect at this point. I feel like if we do gauge the reactions when we bring it in to contain it, we'll be able to better understand if maybe they're knowing more than they're letting on.
I mean, that is true. You will certainly have to show it to them if you mean to put it in one of the test rooms anyway. So
yes,
you may certainly do that.
Two birds with one stone, so to speak.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I call bad cop.
I hate that we have to call any of your friends, your subjects, into question, but this is an unusual circumstance, Your Majesty, and I'm sorry.
Yes. It is a sad day when family is not trustworthy. She looks over to Roywyn, and Roywyn, like when you first met her, is passed out in the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like this one will have to get some rest. I trust that you will be able to handle this quickly.
As quickly
and
as
discreetly.
possible. As quickly and discreetly as possible. We want this settled as well.
Thank you. Now please get that thing out of here. It's starting to make me sick.
Fair enough. And I'll do another very formal courtly bow.
Yes. And then you guys start to make your way out, and Lorilla, the queen that she is, maintains her posture until the doors are closed.
Of course.
Wait, but first I say, Your Majesties, is there
yes.
some place we can bring Nyx?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Good call. Good call.
Her brother
She's
was
holding.
Her brother was one of the victims.
She should probably stay with us if she wakes up and starts talking. And she might not be able to control herself given the situation.
That
I
is
just want to make sure
unfortunate.
she's okay, though.
But if I hate to traumatize her further. If she has to, if she's with us, she will be near.
Yeah.
Well, as you say, there are people we cannot trust. And at this moment, I have to trust you 5. And partially that thing, you will confirm Fibblestib and Dabbledob, and then you will leave her with them if it is deemed safe. But we do not know who else could be waiting for a easy target.
Yes.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Is that all?
I think that's everything, at least for the moment.
Excellent.
We start prodding Mimi out.
Yes.
Okay. So much Mimi movement.
Mimi movement! Oh It's so cute.
It's getting cute. No, it's getting cuter. It's not.
James is always thinking of those merch opportunities.
Yeah.
No, seriously, if you can make like a tiny meat, I would
Mimi
get
plushies.
that. I would
Mimi
get a plushie
plushie.
of
I'm
Mimi.
gonna have to make a song now, aren't I?
Put on the top,
Yeah.
flip it to the bottom. It's all just razor sharp teeth.
Although, of course, every time I hear Mimi, I think Rent because
Yes.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then there's the song where we're
Yep.
it's yeah.
I have to go out tonight.
I have to start singing.
Oh,
Mia me, Mia me, Mia me,
oh
Mia
goodness.
me.
Nice.
And if you order one now, you'll get a free meerkat to throw in its mouth.
It's so cute.
You will repeatedly throw it against the wall before we send it to you.
It smells like blood.
God. All right, so I think at this point we know where the inventor's room is relatively here.
Yeah,
We'll make
yeah.
our way there as
Yeah.
quickly and stealthily as possible.
Mhm.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
guys go through the upper portion when you first went to the Queen's room, or you're going through Factore's area?
Upper area
Yeah.
because if Factori's still in there, A, I don't want to get shot. B, I don't want her to see this.
Mm-hmm. You do remember though that between the two rooms of like where the arrow was and the major workshop, there is no door.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no doors.
I feel like that's important, and I'm not sure
Right.
why. The way he
We're
said
being
that sounded really important.
If we're being
You're saying-
reminded of this.
Between the Fibblestib and Dabbledob and Factory, there's no door.
Yeah, so if
Yes,
this was
so they can see it.
Factore's,
Yeah, yeah.
this
yeah.
is the workshop, and then off to the side here is that entrance that you.
We're going to have to
Sure.
make sure she's not. We're going to have to do.
and
if
and,
she's
and,
there.
if, and if she's super focused on her invention, assuming she's even there, assuming she hasn't like broken off to go to sleep, but she may be so involved in her invention stuff that she doesn't even notice us come in.
Who's
doesn't
really gifted at perception? Because maybe a couple of us can walk in first to kind of be like, oh hey, and then gather, like get a layout of where everyone is.
Level 2, none of us.
I have a +4.
I have a
That's what I got.
+4 too, but
So
I'm
you
not,
guys are the best right
I-
now on that for perception.
I have +3.
so maybe
Okay. Oh,
we should
wow.
saunter in first to kind of gauge
Yeah.
where everyone is, so we can
Okay.
get an authentic reaction from people.
Cool, cool.
Okay, so yeah, I'll leave Mimi with Tim when we go in, and Inqua and I will get to
Kind of
lay the
saunter,
land.
yeah, saunter.
Yeah,
in.
get to lay the land, figure out what we're doing, where everyone is, and be like, okay, now we can bring this thing in.
Oh no, it jumped on my blade while you guys were gone. I couldn't take it anymore. I was so hungry. It just wanted to end it all.
It jumped on my blade.
You know, I was the only one that promised I wouldn't kill it.
It's true.
Just throwing that out there.
Because I shot you the look when you said it, because it was like, oh, this sounds like that was an inclusive.
This is very much a good cop, bad cop situation, and if I feel it necessary to break my word, I will walk somewhere else.
So you guys are going from the upper portion, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you get there, you get to that doorway. This is actually also one of the other doors. I forgot about that. This is one other door. Open it, and you look down, and you see Dabbledob with a stick and trying to swat down a Fibblestib who took your advice and is now got a chain along its mechanical arm and is just like dangling from there. And he's like, oh, hey everybody. Oh, shit. No. Okay. Yeah. So, how's it going, everybody? Are you still there?
Yes, we're still here. Are you all right?
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Dabbledob's trying to get me down. It's kind of stuck in the rock a bit. Oh, hey, I see you now. Hey, Dabbledob, stop me here. Yeah, there we go. How's it going? Oh, my shoulder. Yes. How's it going, everybody?
How far up is he in the air?
He's a good, like, from the base floor, he's a good 12 feet up.
Oh.
Okay. I'll look over at Inqua and be like, do you think you can catch him if he unbraces that arm?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Let me,
All right.
and then start to head towards right underneath.
So,
You climb down.
so if you unstrap that arm, our friend Inqua here will catch you. So
Yeah,
you
so
can get
the arm
down.
doesn't really unstrap. If you can see, and you see, it's like it's a decent rope at this point. That he's hanging from. Yeah.
Right. Do you want a blade to cut yourself down?
Is that unseen servant still around? Because that last
It's still carrying the dagger. Just
Yeah, that's
following with the
it's
dagger
just
this
like-
whole time.
Men.
Mhm.
Yes, there we go. Yep.
So Darjan, do you come in and throw the dagger?
Yes.
All right.
Well, the servant brings the dagger.
Oh, brings the dagger.
The servant can just cut it.
Can it levitate?
It can. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
I don't know, but depending on how tall it is, it could stand on Inqua's shoulders.
It's
It
true.
can make a bacon basket weave. I know that much.
But
I hate that I know what you're referencing.
I don't, but I'm very intrigued and
Salivating.
Oh, you fill it with cheese and potatoes.
That was the
It can-
9-part. That was the 9-part 3 shot that I
It
read.
just says it can
I
move
love
up to
it.
15 feet and interact with an object on each turn.
Oh,
Does it say any direction?
And does it say anything about a fly
no.
speed?
Any? Am I in
Yeah.
the right- Yeah, no, along the ground.
Yeah, along the
Well,
ground.
just as
Okay.
it appears on the
Oh, yeah,
ground.
yeah, it appears on the ground.
And then
Should be
it says, fetching things, cleaning, mending.
Well, it doesn't specifically say on the ground.
There's a clarification that I found that says it cannot fly, climb, or even swim, but it can walk on water. So that's a thing.
All right. Oh well.
Okay.
It says it cannot. It says it must stay on the ground. I just went through Reddit really quick. Sorry.
it just-
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
so,
didn't
yeah.
see that part.
So
as
you
long as long as Winley's not throwing an axe, I'm okay.
I
forgot to get my axe.
I'm going to try to
Still
throw
in his shoulder.
I'm going to try to throw my my dagger to it.
all right? Roll me an attack roll, please.
Yes.
Yes. All right, come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh,
What is with my dice tonight?
Well,
The dice
uh,
hate me.
I huck it into his arm.
yeah, huck it, and yeah, you
It flies
hit
into Tim for no reason.
because he's hanging
No.
from there. You huck it at the point where his metal arm and his shoulder connect, and he's just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's not."
Oh boy.
I didn't think that would be the best way to deliver me a knife, but okay. Whew. And you see him, and you see this grit kind of hit his face, and he's just like, okay, yeah. All right, are you ready to catch me, Dragon Boy?
I certainly hope
Dragon
so.
boy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He starts to cut the rope, and is like, you hear it start to fray, and like,
Oh my god.
snaps. Make me a dex check.
Okay.
Please don't roll a 1.
Okay. I know.
Oh.
And then I
Oh,
just let him-
nice. Thank the gods.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this. No, I'm kidding.
Sir? If
And-
anything, he should have advantage because he can watch where it's going directly.
You're able to like hold your arm, and it's a low enough fall, and he's light enough. He just like poof, lands in your arms. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh shit! Oh, I haven't hit something like that since the war. Shit! Oh god! Oh shit! Well, hello there.
Hello. Kind of hold him like a child, like you would hold a toddler. It's like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Can you put me down? I'm gonna get some salve and put it on here.
Absolutely. And then set him down.
Oh.
And yes, I do get another card. It says, next enemy you fight will attack you over other targets when possible.
Ooh, I like that card.
Roll initiative.
I
Kidding.
am ambivalent on that one.
Roll initiative.
So you catch him. He walks down, and you see him pull out a little flask and takes out some ointment, and then he slaps it on where the stab wound happened. And Inkwell, since you're close as well as Darjan, you just kind of see it Whew, all right. That's there just in case, explosions and shit. So, what brings you back? Did you solve the case, solve the mystery of the strange Mad Queen?
Perhaps momentarily. Where is Factori? Is she...
Factoria? She should still be in the workshop. In that little room over there. Factoria, you still there? Yeah, it sounds like she's still there.
You can hear like mechanical sounds coming from the other room.
You actually don't hear anything.
Ooh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Can you hear? Check? Yeah. I was gonna say, can I go look around the corner really quick?
Yeah, you look around the corner and you see at that at the chalkboard there, her just like kind of scribbling away quite deftly. It's not like a. It's like.
Kind of. If I'm near Assault, just turn it like, should we ask her to come in here to see?
No.
This? Okay. Then just come back to join the group.
We keep her out of this as much as possible.
Oh yeah. What you doing?
All right, and now that I've looked around and cased it, Tim.
All right, move along.
And then Fibblestib and Dabbledob are like, ooh.
And Winley says, "Look what we found."
And I'm watching the two of them.
Yeah, I want to also be very, very. Yeah, I'll take. I was gonna say Fabblestab. I'll take. Shoot, I have their names. I'll take Fibblestib. You take Dabbledob.
Deal.
All right.
Okay.
Make insight checks.
Okay.
Now stab them with the knife, Darjan.
Dirty 20.
Nice. This insight we're doing?
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
You both look. So they see.
Sorry.
You both see as Mimi comes in like both Fibblestib and Dabbledob are like, whoa shit, what the
okay. And they seem genuinely shocked and horrified by whatever this thing is.
Maybe not so much as shocked, but they're like, ew, but then also interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the creature that attacked your queen.
Fascinating. Can you bring it down? Can you climb down? Can you climb down that ladder? And then Mimi's like,
How tall is the ladder?
It's about 10 feet high.
I'll go stand under it and raise my shield up and be like, can you get to here?
And then you just see it like slink over the edge, like kind of like a slinky.
Sure.
Just like rises back up. Hello. Are you food?
No, these are not food.
Can I have food yet?
I'll give it a sugar cube.
Yes.
While we're waiting. I'll
Make a dex check.
This is food. A dex check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wasn't a nat one.
Right.
So you put your hand in front of Mimi, and Mimi's eyes just like light up and tries to go for a bite. You're able to pull your arm away, and the sugar cube like lands in its mouth.
Right, I thought you were giving me food.
Yeah, that was a waste of a sugar cube. So I'm putting it back in my.
Right. This is the creature that attacked your queen in the shape of a rug. It can take on inanimate object shapes. We need you to contain it.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. That's easy enough.
And keep it secret.
Keep it
Absolutely.
safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yes.
Only the two of you.
It's almost as if you were in the war. Seriously, goodness gracious, I haven't said that thing in a while.
I wasn't in the war, but I knew people who were.
Oh yeah, you're a human. You're a bit on the young side.
I'm a human. I'm a bit on the older side for a human, but
Oh,
yes.
right. Yeah. Yeah, and he like pulls at some graying hair. It's like,
yep.
Anyway, yes. I mean, we can look in one of the testing rooms, and you see now the last two doors of what this place is, like 2 testing rooms, and they have doors on them.
Mm-hmm. And it needs to be secure enough because this thing can get through a lot of small places from what I've gathered. So as contained as possible.
Oh, yes. We have all different types of dangerous chemicals and explosions that happen. Yeah, we keep those in the test room. Yeah, so we can lock them up in there. It should be empty. No one's working.
That would be very much appreciated. And I'll look over at Inqua and be like, we need to keep it cooperative, at least for a little while. Is there any way that we can hunt and get something for it to eat that isn't a gnome?
I'll go with you. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, we probably could use something like that.
If you could, that would be good. The 3 ladies can work on getting a diversionary cask or barrel set up while you 2 get food for this thing.
Good idea.
Winley, do you still have
Nix.
cradle?
Yeah.
You walk in, it's like, look what I
Look what we found.
Yes, this creature was the one, her brother.
Oh shit! No, not Orin.
We think so.
We think so.
Shit.
So if you could keep a watch on her, help her.
You see Fibblestib sniff the air a bit, and he's like, and he gets close to Darjan's bag. He's like, "What do you got in there?"
My bag?
What do you have?
What are you looking for, Fibblestib?
You mind if I just reach in there?
No, I do mind. It's my bag.
Something smells a bit. Something familiar. Can you open your bag?
Oh. Let's do this. I pull out the shoe.
Yes. Yeah. That's Orin's.
Oh, that's Orin's. Damn it.
We found this in the same room as that thing.
Does a little wave.
Mimi is what it calls itself.
Mimi.
Yes. Oh, that's sad. He was good inventor. Yes.
So I'm sorry to have to break it to you this way, but we did get the shoe.
Yes. I'll prep a room to keep so Nix can stay in. Is our room safe? Yeah, our room's safe. I'll take Nix. Dabbletop, can we? And then you already see Dabbletop's like, yes, dear. And he's like, yes. Can you put Nix on this cart? And it's almost like a stretcher kind of deal. It's a little bit shorter, but it's a cart. Yeah, we'll take it to the room. Can't exactly carry her a bit on the smaller side, but yeah, I can take it to the room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Puts the cart closer to Winley.
Go ahead.
Winley gently places her down.
Well, we'll break it to her easy. We'll let her know. All right. Yes. I'll take her. And you see Dabbletop going off into the room, and Fibblestib's like, yes. So
let's get this thing contained.
Yes. Unlocks the test room, the first one, and there's 2 of them, but first one. Unlocks it off to the side. It's like, well, hey, you gonna get in there, buddy?
I'll actually step inside first and look around to make sure there's no like weird, I don't know, like first take inventory of everything that's in there because it can turn into inanimate objects.
You see a simple table. You see attached to the wall kind of chalkboard-like surface, and you see crystals similar that have been lighting the area.
Do we want to, I'm keeping my blade between it and the gnomes. Do we want to clear that out before we put it inside?
I don't think so. As long as we know what's in there, it'll be something else.
Honestly, clearing stuff out might not be the worst idea. Just even a moment of what is the thing.
I agree, especially if there's like chalk or something, minute that we might miss. We should probably take stock of everything.
So you guys take the time to clear out the room?
Yeah, Inkwa, can you come help me?
Yeah, you guys cleared out easy enough. You pull the table out, you pull this out. You see Mimi's eyes kind of like drifting about, seeing all the different stimuli about, and it's just like, you see it trying to like shift and form into different gadgets you see about. And it's like, and it's like starting to like turn into like the sanity ray prototype that's happening. And then you just see it sliding on the ground as the sanity ray.
Once we've cleared out the room, I'm going to come over and kneel next to Mimi and just be like, hey.
Bloop, bloop.
We are going to endeavor to get you food from the forest. If you give these gnomes any trouble, then our deal is off. And I will stab you in very painful ways.
Bloop, bloop.
Understand?
Bloop, bloop.
Yes.
Good. Now, we need you to go into that room. Come on.
And then it's just like, and it just like slinks over, gets inside. And it looks at this. The room itself is like similar to the workshop, has explosive marks on the top. It's got a slight sulfuric scent, and you just see Mimi all of a sudden very bored.
All right. And I'll step out of the room, close the door, and gesture for Thibblestib to lock it up.
Certainly.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry to have to impose on you like this.
No, this is very, 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 very scary stuff. Very scary stuff.
It is.
And
I'm going to lean down very close to his ear and say, someone brought it here.
And you see his eyes. For the first time, this kind of scatterbrained man of a gnome, just like his eyes just kind of focus in and harden. He's like, oh, yes. Certainly, yes. Have you told anybody else?
The queens know.
Excellent. Okay. Let's keep it that way. Yes. I'll be here. Double will probably be with Nyx. Yes. Probably want to get it some food.
Can I insight his reaction to that?
Yes, certainly. Go ahead.
Because that sentence, does anyone else know, makes me really nervous.
Yeah. No,
Actually, I like it.
Nyx is aware that it was brought here as well. She was there for the conversation. I don't know how much she paid attention, but...
Do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah.
That felt like a DM hint.
Yeah.
14?
What you get based on that, it's not so much of the his eyes to you seem distant, not in the sense that it's like frantic or anything like plotting, but it's just he's remembering.
More like a PTSD type of flash for a second.
No, maybe not that severe, but yes,
sure.
He's remembering.
Okay. I'm going to reach over and put a hand on his shoulder for a moment and just squeeze it.
Yes. Not all times can be jolly, can they?
No, but we work to bring joy.
Yes. Well, yeah, I believe you all have your missions that you set out to do, yes?
We have work to do. Keep this thing secure.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Well, if you need me, I'll be here. And all right. Yes. Break. And he like tries to like instill some jolliness
Yeah.
to it.
And I know what he's doing, so I'll play along with the and break.
Hey, yeah. And as you three go about, he heard your plan and he's like presenting some materials for you to start making a barrel. Inkwa and Tim, you guys begin to head out of Gnomengarde, and you guys begin to hatch your plan to catch whoever this shadowy figure is. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Look at that.
Excellent place to end.
So, and thank you all so much for joining us.
Yay.
I was so looking forward to you guys finding Mimi.
Why did you have to make it cute, James?
I know.
You wanted to do that voice. You wanted to do that voice. That's
We'll have a chat after we wrap, but thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Again, exclamation point giveaway. There was definitely not all the bits used. So
there is one. There's one going into the boy.
One from y'all, two from me. So the boy is triggered. So come back tomorrow and join in on that giveaway that's happening on Chaos Agents. We also have the Great Dane Society Call of Cthulhu happening on Saturdays. And we will be back here next Monday, and hopefully it will be cooler, where I don't have to worry about rolling blackouts, nor does anyone else here in Northern California. But until then, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.